Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Happy Hour with Chris and Friends. I'm Chris, and you'll see some of my friends in literally seconds. But I wanted to chat. I had talked about that song for the last couple weeks, and there it is, the finished product, Jerry Gomes' song, Rise, or excuse me, Hooray for the Peacemakers. And yeah, he asked me to play bass on it and do a little backing vocals, and I was pleased to do so. You heard Jerry's guitar, Jerry's voices. You heard Hugh Caldwell at the end there with that ripping guitar solo. And that's Clayton Van Kluge on both keyboards, organ, synthesizer, and the video. So I was really, really happy to be a part of that. And cool song. And so thanks for the invite, Jerry. And speaking of invites, I see I've got someone back in the green room, and they are properly groomed. Everybody say hi to Gary Hubbs. Yeah.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
How are you, Gary?
I'm doing good. Feels like I was just here, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, you kind of were and you kind of weren't, and so welcome. And I'm going to forestall. Usually I say hi to everybody at the beginning of the program, but I'm going to hold off on that for a little while because Gary has a bit of limited time with us this evening. But so we'll focus on Gary and hang out with him for a bit. So hi there. Here you're in your environment there in printing, and you guys got to know that Gary and I are both print geeks. That's what we both do professionally. And he sent me something today that just had me busted out. It was we exchanged design stories and little foibles, and it's amazing the amount of designers in the world that don't understand when you have a piece of paper, it's got two sides. So at a minimum, if you're printing a job, it's got to be divisible by 2. But in fact, it's usually, because paper gets folded, it's divisible by 4. Yet we routinely get things that are 135 pages, 127 pages, and they can't understand why we say, well, do you want to put a blank page at the back, or do you want to have one that says notes, or how do you want to deal with this? Because that ain't going to work, boys and girls.
Yes. I will deny ever saying that. I will deny being at work right now and everything. So
plausible deniability is what we're here to provide for Gary.
I only work with competent people in a workplace I'm not going to identify.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, Gary's on the receiving end of outside designers who maybe don't understand some of the basics.
You wonder sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Some guy, if I'm your doctor and you come into my office, I'll tell you to lose weight because obviously, because I preach what I do. I would tell you to drink some whiskey. Not a lot of whiskey, but a little bit for medicinal purposes. But luckily, I'm not a doctor. And YouTube, just let's be clear, not a doctor, nor do I give medical advice on this program, ever.
No.
I whine about what hurts some weeks, but no medical advice.
No. Nor do we seek medical advice from the chat or otherwise. Yes.
No, that is right. So, there are some things, we love the chatters chatting, but some things maybe keep to yourselves. Certainly that political things. And I had a very nice person who I like very much sent me a political thing today. And I said, hey, I don't do politics. Just so you know, so thanks for thinking of me, but chances are you have no idea what my politics are, and I will always keep it that way. And how about you don't send me this anymore? Just music stuff. That's what I care about. And they said, cool. And I said, I appreciate you understanding. And so it was not a problem. But yeah, if I'm your Facebook friend for some reason and you post a lot of political stuff and I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, chances are I'm going to unfollow you or anything, just because I live in my little world of trains and music, and I don't give a shit about anything else, bluntly. So there's my little non-political political speech.
A soapbox to me, but
Yeah, whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Heavy duty soapbox if I'm standing on it. But hey,
Hey, there you go.
who's counting? Yes, in kilograms though. I'm light as a feather.
Kilograms is a flattering,
It
flattering
really
unit.
is.
Yeah, it
I,
is.
I wish, and my doctor does do kilograms, and then of course I do the conversion and go, oh, okay, yeah, that agrees with the bathroom scale. Damn.
Here's me twice. Here's me twice a year at the grocery store going, how many pounds is this turkey? I need to know it. I need to know this turkey in pounds, man. Yeah.
Now they print kilograms on the little thing inside, don't they? Or on the because mine has both, I think.
I'm pretty sure that mine will have kilograms, and I want to know it in pounds because,
Yeah, because the cook time. Yeah,
yeah,
it's just easier.
yeah.
I'm with you.
I cook an imperial. I try not to cook, but when I do, it's imperial. Yeah.
There you go. I absolutely. I have a cutting board that has all the conversions on it for that reason because when you're over a hot stove, you don't want to be doing math in your head because you can make a horrible tasting mistake by doing that.
Yes, yes. Those Pyrex measuring cups that have metric on one side and imperial on the other. I love those. That's my conversion unit right there. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Boomer is not timed out. I wonder if, well, Boomer can't be on Dom's channel because that's one of the announcements. Dom and I talked and he goes, I appreciate you putting your show on my channel, when I was kind of inactive, but I'm getting active again. And how about you just put it on yours? So, okay. So let me see if I see Boomer or if Boomer's just confused. But Boomer is not on my no-fly zone. Weird. Well, and I got a mod here with me too. Yeah, I don't even see Boomer in the chat anywhere, which if he was timed out, but I can see people who are timed out if we were to time someone out. And
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that. So Boomer just may be screwing with you. Or Boomer is super confused.
As a mod, I don't see any residue of someone having been rubbed.
Yeah,
out.
exactly. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe, and I will say, Boomer, and you can see I'm frozen because I was looking at the other chat. YouTube does weird things sometimes. Maybe go out and refresh the stream or something. Because I need you in chat, Boomer.
Yes.
Yeah, residue. We don't want residue.
I feel we just got Boomer back. We're not ready to give him up again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need to. We all need a little boom in our lives, I think.
Absolutely.
Timeout is not fun. I did a lot of. I don't want to say a lot of timeouts because I was the good kid, which is relative. I can assure you. Compared to some serial killers, I absolutely was the good kid.
Yes. Yes. I was the kid who was scared to get into trouble. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny you should use the word scared because I didn't fear getting in trouble. I didn't like it. But tonight's topic is fear, and we'll get to it in a bit here. Because we all have fears, rational or irrational or learned or whatever. But we're going to discuss how those fears might impact your music production or your writing or your getting on a live stream or releasing your music to the public. I know, I can just say point blank, I'd performed live for a lot of years. And at the time, I was playing in church every single Sunday in front of, hundreds of people. No fear of that. But when we got in the lockdown and the first time I ever posted a song on YouTube, or I guess it was really in the GarageBand group, I had it ready to go for 2 hours. And it just sat there because I was afraid to push the button and send it out there. And I literally looked at it for 2 hours before I went, YOLO, and hit go, and never looked back. But it was a real fear at the time, you know, and these fears still exist. So we're going to spend some time talking about that. But first, we're going to talk about a little bit about Gary's show. Gary, you seem like you're having a hell of a good time on your show again. Not that you ever had a bad time, but, you know, everybody goes through a little porpoising on how, and you just seem to really be enjoying it again.
Oh, thanks, Chris. Yeah, no, I mean, the show has always been so much fun for me. And I think that as demands on time increase and get crazier, I kind of come to appreciate it that much more. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes I fight a little harder to get there, and I tell myself that man, I'm not feeling it. But red light therapy, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, red light fear is a thing, but red light therapy, absolutely. I look forward. It's been a stressful couple weeks here. But you know, kind of moving into, I think, a little better period of that. And my wife said, you know, hey, go down and enjoy your work-life balance. Have some fun, my man. Enjoy your show. And that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
And I'm here with one of my pals, so it doesn't get better than that, right?
Sweet. I've for the longest time for me and YouTube, it was like the first rule about me and YouTube at home is don't talk about YouTube. Like, don't mention it, don't bring it up, just slip away at night and do your thing, and never ask for anything. And I've kind of the kids always want to talk about it. They want to know how many ice pucks there is, and this and that. And well, one kid doesn't care, but she just hit her teens. So
Yeah.
but yeah, no, my wife is actually really supportive of the whole thing, and bless her for it. I mean, not only does she allow me to pretend to be a rock star, but yeah, she puts up with, you know, a sink hanging around in the truck and weird things like that.
Absolutely. No, there is nothing better than having a supportive partner in this. And I can point, yep, that Yamaha, wife bought it for me. That Yamaha, or that Ibanez, the electric, my wife bought it for me.
Nice.
The bass, which, well, it's off screen, you can't see it. Wife bought it for me. And I mean, this is how supportive my wife has been. I've been unemployed a total of maybe 10 days in my entire life. But the company I was working for shut down right before Christmas. Isn't that the way it always goes? And I had taken my kid to Guitar Center to get him some drum stuff, you know, because he needed new sticks and everything. And of course, I went into the bass section, and I've told this story, I think, once or twice. But I'm a Gibson bass guy, always have been, and I really like Thunderbirds. I'd owned a 68 or 69 Thunderbird for a brief period of time. I found it in a music store in Arizona when I was on tour. And I mean, I had to have it. I bought it right away and regretted it almost immediately because it was just, whoever owned it before me had just beat the life out of it. It just wasn't a very good guitar. But I was so enamored that I wanted that Thunderbird sound and look that I bought it. And then I ended up selling it 2 months later because it wasn't for me. But anyway, I'd been looking for a Thunderbird ever since and found the Epiphone version there. And I'd played the Gibson. I mean, they had a Gibson and they had the Epiphone one. The Epiphone Thunderbird played circles around the $1,200 Gibson one.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, and this was $350 at the time. I mean, this was 2008.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, Christmas of 2007. So I played it. I just loved it. And, you know, I told my kid about it. I said, man, if circumstances were different, I would buy this bass in a heartbeat. I've been looking for this bass literally for 30, 25 years. But bro doesn't have a job now, and I don't start the new job until sometime after the first of the year, and it's not happening. So go home, and apparently my son, the good musician that he is, grabbed Mama and said, "Hey, you want something for Dad for Christmas? I know what it is." And she went down there with him, and she picked out a bass, a Thunderbird. But Sean said, "No, it's not that one. It's this one, this Tobacco Sunburst one," because he knew. And Christmas morning came around, and we opened our presents, and then she goes, "Oh, by the way, check upstairs," and there it was in the soft case.
Wow.
And so I've been playing that bass, and that was my go-to live bass. I still record with it, and I play it frequently, but that was my go-to because it was lighter than my Victory bass. But, you know, there's a supportive mama, right?
For sure. And I think it's always cool to see it show up in your videos because it's such a distinctive body type. And
Yeah.
it's pretty
Yeah, I love
badass.
that guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I owe, you know what? That reminds me, because I owe Lori a little video, and I'm set up to shoot for tomorrow. And even though I recorded this song on my Victory bass, I think I'm playing my Thunderbird in the video.
No one has to know. Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's all
You people here, can you keep a secret? I recorded this one with the Victory, but I'm going to play the Thunderbird in the video.
nothing wrong with that. It's all make believe at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I pretty much don't even pretend to plug it in anymore.
No, and I know there's people out there that get triggered by that. It's like, man,
I mean, who are we kidding? We know we're not playing it live, right?
and that's the way that recording artists have done it for years on end too, right?
Oh yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, that's it. We ain't fooling anybody. I did for a time though. I had a short cord that I would plug in and loop down, and it wasn't plugged into shit. But
Yep.
you know, it looked like I was plugged in the video anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I think if I were to have a mic stand and a microphone, I might have the cable hanging off the back because
Yeah, I would do that.
that would look funny to me. But the guitar,
Well, actually, I have a couple wireless mics. They're shitty wireless mics, but if I was going to do that and I wanted to be free, I would use the wireless mic to at least pretend okay.
that could work. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. James Myers, different thing. When you're seeing a drummer, they're actually playing. They really are. We're faking our way.
What a nightmare. What a fool's errand that would be to try to record visuals of drums afterwards. I just
Yeah. Never going to work.
no. Yeah. But I also don't think that video of me sitting on the edge of the bed with big fucking headphones on, leaning over my fretboard would make an interesting video either, right? So,
There's that as well. Yeah. You know, in the recording, you know, cigarette dangling out, perhaps. What?
yeah, all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Here in my office without the background going on, yeah. No one wants to see that.
No, not very rock star at all. No,
Not even hardly.
no. The Avs are on. They're not on tonight. They've got a few days off as they travel.
Yeah, they
is that
play
right?
next Saturday.
Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird gap, but they some of the other series have to catch up. I was watching the Philly Carolina game, and I gotta say, I think Philly's going home in 4. They don't match up against Carolina. They
Yeah,
had
Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say they had a 5-on-3, and they did. Of course, the Ducks had a 5-on-3 last night too. Didn't do anything with it. Still won the game. 3-1.
Playoffs. Yeah, I was gonna remind the audience that when Chris says it's a funny gap, he's not a doctor, so yeah.
That's right. If your gap is funny, see an actual physician. I can't help you. And I do not want pictures. Just gonna put that out there.
No.
Do not what? Okay. Well, so Boomer
found a way in.
main account blocked. I will dig through my stuff and see if somebody. I was only briefly on Dom's show. Were you on Dom's show Tuesday, Boomer? The only thing I can think of is one of his mods accidentally, collateral damage, which happens sometimes, was maybe gunning for somebody else or accidentally hit it. That's the only thing I can think of. So I will, but I have to go under the hood after the show. But I will look, Boomer, and see if it's on our end, and I will rectify it. So, apologies. Hey, Les Nagy. Well, let's say hi to a couple people while we're here. So, Les Nagy from Down Under, g'day to you. Lori's Mishmash is watching, which is very nice. We'll talk about Lori's show here in a few minutes. Why do I hear a phone? Well, my phone could be ringing upstairs. Who knows? Strings and Pucks. Hey, Jeremy, what's going on? How are you, man? Good to see you. Let's see, who else do we see? There's a little note from Jeremy to read. James Myers, the aforementioned, is here. What's going on? Good to see you. Trying not to miss people. Jerry Gomes, the author of the song that we listened to coming into the show, is here. Oh, Doug Kidder. Oogie, what's going on? How are you? Josephine, Beef Woman, has joined us again. Always nice to see you, Josephine. Josephine is getting to be a regular on some of the shows, and that's delightful. Some guy is here, and I'm not offering some guy some medical advice. He's grows fruits and vegetables. He's probably a hell of a lot healthier than I am, and probably knows more about it. Pookie's here. What's going on? Hi, Pookie. Always good to have a Pookie around. Just if for no other reason, when Pole Vault shows up, to keep his ass in line. Pookie's good at that. And I know I'm missing people, and I apologize. I'm scrolling. I know I saw Dogpaw earlier, so woof to you, Dogpaw. Okay, I think I have everybody. If I missed you, my apologies, because it's a long scroll and my eyesight is... I'm wearing my vanity glasses, which are, translation is, I can't really see the screen that well in these, but they don't have the big frames. So, Yeah, no. Hey, Hugh Caldwell snuck in someplace. Okay, Lori really plays. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we all have our what we look like. I mean, I have to have the glasses on to see the screen, and I don't, as a rule, unless it's called for, wear glasses when I film. So, hello from his bed. Hello, Hugh, from bed. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you see me with my acoustic guitar, I'm playing live. That's always dead live. But for the collaborations and everything, that's usually after the fact. As I can't record the way my room is set up, it's physically impossible for me to record video and record music at the same time. I got to do one or other. Hey, Lewis Cook, what's going on? There's a new person.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I record the audio and the video in two different places, and yeah, it just is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make us bad people.
No.
And if you freely admit it, then you're not really even faking it. You're telling everybody what you're doing.
Well, every music video on MTV should have been from the studio then, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you should have, in the Metallica video, the video would have gone on for, I don't know, 2 years. And Hetfield go, no, we're going to do it again. And
Yeah.
Bob Rock going, yeah, that sucks, boys. Let's mix it this way.
Yeah. Absolutely. Right on. I got I got 10, 15 more minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to get your thoughts then on our topic of tonight. Tell me a little bit about fears that you may have in the music process, how you deal with them. Is there any aspect that you really struggle to overcome your fears on?
Hmm. I 99 problems, but fear ain't one. Um,
Good.
and I'm not. That's more punchline than truth. But when it comes to releasing music, I don't feel that fear. I'm thinking about it now, and fear of going outside of my comfort zone might keep me in my comfort zone. Um, but then again, that might just be smart thinking too, knowing who I am, right? So know what you're good at and do what you're good at. So maybe it's not fear, maybe it's rational thinking. But I can understand. I mean, I hear it all the time about people who are like, oh man, I wanna release something. I don't know where to start, or they're not ready, and I don't know. I mean, I never had that. I never had that fear. I was ready to go. Send
No,
it
that's
out.
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it for myself because it was an odd sensation. And that's where I'm sitting there thinking, you play live in front of hundreds of people every single week. And you're releasing this out in the ether with people you don't know and you're afraid?
Mm,
It's not rational.
mm.
But it took me a while. Oh, hey, speaking of at work people, everybody say hi to another at work person.
Hey,
I love this. I'm like the everybody's excuse to jack off at work for 30 minutes or so, and I'm
Love
here
it.
for it, boys.
yeah. I
Right
thought
on.
I'd go portrait mode for old, you know.
That's all
I'll,
right. Well, you're a long, lean guy anyway, so it works for you. I mean, I have to be widescreen because, yeah. Otherwise, you'd get like this of me. Hello.
yeah.
So, how you doing, Coldacre?
Good man. I just got on lunch break and just about to chow this down, so I won't hang around for very long. But just thought I'd swing by and say g'day.
Well, good day to you.
Thank you.
Um, I don't want to say characterize it exactly a fear, but you had reservations about playing live on like a festival.
I have
But
fear. We can call it fear.
okay, fair enough.
When your hands are going like that, it's definitely fear.
Mm.
Well, you overcame that fear. You knocked him dead at Sunfest. How did you manage to do that?
I over prepared. I practiced every day for 2 weeks, like the 4 songs, and just like to the point where it was like I'm getting a bit bored doing it, but that means I'm comfortable. So yeah, just over preparing, and that's the first time I've shook the nerves completely was actually doing it. Even though things went wrong, 2 of the songs, I was not nervous throughout any of it, and now I think going forward I'm going to be all right. I felt great doing lorries on the weekend. That
Yeah,
was
now that was very cool. Yeah, and I mean, you came on and just slayed it, and like looked like, oh yeah, this is what I do.
Mhm.
But that's good. And so is your thought is, look, you just confront your fears and just get past it?
yeah. I mean, you can try and analyze yourself and say, why am I? What's the fear? What's the reason? But we're human. We're all going to be scared of what we're doing because we care about it. We're passionate about it. So
Mm.
prepare the best you can and just go for it. And the more you do something, the less scary it is.
Yeah, I definitely I definitely felt that way about sex. Because I mean, well, again, the first time I had sex, I was terrified. I was so afraid. Of course, I was all by myself, but
Didn't-
old joke. But now, how about this for a segue? Don't take offense. But speaking of jokes, hey, Doug, what's going on?
That's a great segue.
How are you, buddy?
I'm drinking water. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Well,
Yeah, but
that's probably good.
Yeah, that's a really good thing.
Yeah. Poor Doug got a new nickname, and we're not going to share it here, but it amused us.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's
All right. Well, got all the boys here tonight. I mean, Lori is preparing for Cam's graduation, everything. I don't expect her to come on tonight, which means she will absolutely come on tonight because she can't help it.
yeah.
When she says positively unequivocal, I cannot come on tonight, and then I turn around and there she is in the green room. So
Absolutely. Yeah. She'll be
yeah.
here.
Now, if I expect her to come on, she'll be a no show. That's kind of is my thought. But
Very.
all right. So Doug, you fear nothing, right? You're just one of those fearless dudes.
No, I have fears. Just like everybody else, I have fears, yeah. Except my fears are in 2017 in July, and I think it was the 17th of July, in 2017, I woke up one morning and everything was different. And from that point on, and it's never been the same since. That's the morning I woke up and two of my fingers on my fretting hand were completely numb. I couldn't feel them.
Huh.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
And they've
Oh.
never completely come back. My ring finger is pretty much back, but my pinky is still kind of a little bit, but it's slowly coming back, and I'm starting to actually use it now. But
Okay.
for the longest time, I couldn't even use it. It was more
Weird.
like, well, it was in the way. It would just kind of like, I didn't really have a lot of motor skill control with it. And it would, like, I'd want it to go. And plus it felt really bad against the strings. It just like, it was just like nails on a blackboard type of feeling. It was just like a kind of a give you the willies type thing. Slowly it's going away.
Oh, good.
But my fear is I've been waking up some morning and my hand is either screwed up, or one time I woke up and I couldn't, and I came in here and I had a couple days where I wasn't singing, and all of a sudden I started singing and it was like my voice was suddenly really old.
Oh, yeah, that's no fun.
And it was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? My voice doesn't sound this old. I sound like I just aged 15, 20 years, It's like,
yeah, well, here I can say unequivocally in 3, 2, 1, I will not be the prettiest blonde on this show anymore. There we go.
Hi.
There's
What's up,
Lori.
guys?
How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm tired. I will not be here long. You're right.
Yeah. I know.
There's a few things I have to say, though, and I'm not on tomorrow night, so,
Yeah, big doings tomorrow. To tell everybody what's going on. Brag a little bit, Mom.
Yeah, tomorrow's not the graduation. Saturday's the graduation, but tomorrow we're going into Boston early because we're going to Boston University Stadium. Agrigas, I think it's called, or something. Agrigas Stadium. For the graduation. And there's going to be 25,000 people there, so we're not going to get good pictures. So we're going in early tomorrow. We're making them dress up, and we're taking them to all the beautiful parts of Boston
to
take pictures.
Sure.
And then we're meeting with his roommate's parents who are coming in from Canada and having dinner. And then we're going to a big, huge concert at the stadium with all the students playing. So that's tomorrow. And then I got to get up really early Saturday and go to the actual graduation, which is like, I've been told 4 hours long.
Oof. Yeah, every bit of it.
I mean, it's got a huge graduating class. I don't even know how much, but that's why they need the stadium. And then my mom and dad are coming in, and my sister and brother-in-law are coming in. And we're all going to go to the North End, which is a Little Italy.
Very nice.
Big dinner. So that's why I'm not around, and that's why I need to get to bed.
Yeah, I understand.
Thank you so much, Adorable, and all you guys. Yeah, it's 4 years have flown. Hey, what?
Wow.
Very good.
Absolutely. Excellent. Congratulations, Cam.
Thank you, Dougie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive earning a degree from, that school.
And he's done really well this semester. He came home on his break and he's like, I'm so pissed. I don't think I'm going to make the dean's list. I'm like, honey, you're getting A's and B's and you got a lot. He's home almost every other weekend gigging.
Yeah,
so
he's
forth and over to the island, and
he's essentially already a full-time musician and getting his degree.
Yeah.
That's good on him.
Great summer. He's going to remain with Johnny Hoy and the Bluefish, but there's other bands that want him and are begging him to go join their band that are also, some of them are out of the island, and he's going to play a lot of gigs for them this summer and get a feel of what they're like to hang with, because if he goes with them, they're going to live together and tour. So they have a manager and all this, and they play, I guess down south, frat parties are huge. Like, they have so much money and they just pay these bands to come and play these parties for them. So that's one of the things they do. And supposedly they make like $6,000 or something because of their management for a frat party. And it's kids his age, where he's like, I want to hang out with 20-year-olds, not 66-year-olds, you know? So
Yeah, I get it.
For him, yeah.
Well, hey,
Johnny was awesome for him, but we'll see.
My nephew's a frat boy at the University of Tennessee, so I'll check his budget.
Yeah,
Hey, I know a guy. I know a band. You need a band?
excellent. Yeah, for sure.
I think it's cool that there's young people that want to hear live music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't think they did anymore, you know. So that's.
I mean,
that's
I've
really
always seen that because I raised Cam, right? So everywhere we went with him and his band since he was 10 years old, those young kids there. And I still see that, which I think is awesome. And we're huge in this, even in Massachusetts, but even in just my area or even in Boston, is live bands everywhere.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like every pub you go into, there's, even if it's a guy in the corner playing the acoustic, there's somebody playing live. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Denver has been up and down over the years. It's a little bit down right now. We had a great live music scene for decades.
The run.
Oh,
All right. Enjoy your sandwich.
Hey, Coley.
Hey guys.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Coldy. Good to see
See you,
you.
Coldy.
And maybe I'll see you tomorrow night.
Cool.
All
Later, guys.
right.
Yeah, what's tomorrow night?
Well,
Can
since
you get the chat off? I can't see Dougie's face, and I keep forgetting he's there.
screw the chat. Nobody can read it that size anyway. Yeah, when I had the 3, it works, but yeah, as soon as we go 4 or 5, then the chat.
Yeah.
So anyway, since you're not going to be around, I am going to take the controls of Lori's show, and I am going to drive that son of a bitch into the ground like.
No. We had this talk. Don't get my channel shut down.
Now, unlikely.
You under my name, but I trust you.
I mean, we tried last weekend and it didn't happen. So
Yeah, after last week with all the tongue action and everything, we should be fine.
Yeah. You can't get any worse than that. Just don't do one.
I'm not drinking it. I'm not drinking
No,
it.
there will be no appearances by Juan to come and clean up the mess.
Last week was May 1st, May 2nd. Why didn't we do Cinco de Mayo? I always celebrate Cinco de Mayo on my show, and I totally forgot.
I was wondering, but again, you're the boss.
Even
Now-
R2D2 has like a little sombrero and the dress and all that.
I've got a sombrero. And I could get a substitute
Go
host.
too.
Yeah, it's time for him to shut the
Oh, you're
plant
leaving
down.
too, aren't you? Okay.
Yeah, well, Gary, thanks for coming on. It's always great to see you in
to see
great
you.
lighting, and you're not
No
out in
hat.
the weather.
it's climate controlled. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Thanks for your thoughts on fear.
Thanks for having me on, Chris. It's always fun.
All right, and tell everybody real quick, you're going to follow Lori's show, hosted
Yep.
by me, same as always, so be there.
All I got to do is just not fuck up and get the crowd to Leela, and then I can fucking check out. Yeah.
Boom, 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 and the zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, shake your butt. Oh, I need to check if we have a dump. I will check.
Yes,
that.
yeah,
I
please do,
think
because
did it.
I do not have the necessary permissions to do the dump.
Yeah.
Oh.
You must do the dump for me.
Do the dump.
If
right,
Leela's
babe.
out there, I'm done. Mine's already done. But
Of
Yes.
course.
All right, be well,
Right
my
on.
friend. Thanks for
Oh.
coming on.
Everybody
care.
said bye to
See you later.
Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Pookie said bye.
Everybody's saying
Yeah,
bye.
so you told me you want to kind of do what I do, which is awesome. So I assume people are going to play live still. I assume.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think we'll just kind of keep it same we've been doing the last couple of weeks. People, the usual cast of idiots will come on with guitars and we'll play and sing a little bit and
I think I have the
play
best-
games. We'll embarrass ourselves with kind of karaoke and
Awesome.
Really?
I
We're
love
gonna play
it.
games and stuff too.
oh
He
yeah,
wants the wheel. Did you check your email? I sent you a link to that wheel.
I did.
Cool.
And
I
so,
like the wheel. That's why I.
well, yeah, the wheel's good.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the wheel.
it makes people do things that they're like, I don't want to do, but then you get excited because you're like a little kid and you're like, all right, I do want to do this.
Well, yeah, I personally find the improv challenge.
Yeah.
I'm down. It doesn't always work.
No.
Sometimes I go,
That's fun.
especially when it's like a song I really don't know. Like,
Well, usually somebody else gets what
Good
I
night,
want.
Louis.
You know, that's how it usually works. You know, oh, I want that one.
Hi, Jade. I'm sweating my ass off. I'm sorry. It was warm today.
That's
but
right.
it's in my room. Woo. Oh, Chris, while I'm here, before we continue about the show tomorrow, I have to remind everybody, this is the last time I've done this 5 times. I'm doing a community video. And I don't want to put this video out and everybody be like, why didn't you put me in it? You have until Monday to send me a picture of yourself to be involved in this video. And let me tell you right now, I have 62 people already. And it's a bitch to edit.
yeah.
So send it to me before I say no more pictures. Like I'm trying to put people in collages. I'm trying to do scenery and transitions.
Yeah. So
62
if you're,
community members I have so far, and that's not including me and Frank, whose song it is, because I'm going to show clips of us actually playing as well. So
there you go. If you're not in this, it's your own fucking fault.
it's your own damn fault. I know there's going to be people that don't hear it, but I put out a post, I put out a short, I did it on Frank's, yours, mine. And if you don't hear it, then maybe you're not part of the community. Maybe you shouldn't. No.
Maybe, read your smoke signals. Get it.
Do you need more of me, Lori?
Check that.
I have plenty of you. I have tongues and everything, Doug. Please, no more.
No moss.
No, I mean, I automatically got pictures and stuff of my friends that helped me on my show and on my panel. So, but all of you still sent me something, which is great. But
well, that's what you told us to, and we do. When in doubt, we do what you tell us to do.
You did. I already had you saved, but
I was so cheesy. I took a screenshot of me on Lori's show,
which I already have. Right? I could get that.
There's that.
Totally. But
oh, that was great.
You're going to complain to who, Boomer?
Yeah, that's it.
Boomer, I need a picture of you.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
well,
look pretty.
let's find out if you actually have a face.
Yeah, no, it'll be neck down. I asked Blue, and I said, Blue, I said, I know you're blurred out all the time, lugubrious.
Yeah.
So he sent me a picture. He's like, how's this? And it's his headstock with his name on it. I said, perfect.
There you
No
go.
more nudes. No more
Right,
tongues.
Yeah, it's enough.
I actually can roll it. Not as good as you, though.
By the way, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing that again.
Don't.
No, we were bad. We egged poor Doug on.
Oh, my God.
I have an announcement to make too. I'm not turning the lights on, so when it starts getting too dim, I'm gonna go. So,
Okay.
Okay. Why, your eyes hurt?
no, I'm just.
You get a
cheap.
blemish?
I'm being really cheap. Not turning the lights on.
You being
Okay.
what? Naughty?
Yeah, those LEDs really suck up the power.
No, actually, I do have some obligations, so I can't really be hanging all the whole time. I've been dealing with a whole bunch of other things lately, so
I'm sure. And you're so good to everybody. I'm glad you got breakfast this morning.
That was yesterday.
Oh, Jesus. See?
And the day before
shit
that, I
today.
was in court all morning long. Oh boy.
Yeah, I remember that too. Oh my God.
So fun.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Blur Grubrius.
Oh, awesome.
You blew last week.
Yeah, I really did, didn't I? I'm gonna go
He's
there.
like, oh, I could have
Yeah.
done it, Greg.
Yeah, I think you blew about a 2.13.
I was having fun. I mean,
And you were hurting no one. And,
Doug,
and you amused the shit out of us.
You did. Yeah. You were not out of line at all. In fact, I put a short out if nobody saw the tongue trick, and it's like people like,
oh, I saw it. I was like that. Oh no, she did me too. Oh no.
no, I had to.
You have to be
Well, because
careful.
I had so many people on,
I
right?
know,
By
it's
the
like,
time I saw that you were
asked
doing
for
it, you were like this close to the camera with your tongue out, and I'm like, what? I go, Doug.
You're gonna get it shut down. Well, thank
Truth be
goodness
told,
Moses stepped up
Picture of
to
you too, so don't worry about it.
Moses stepped up to the camera and kind of saved the day on that one.
And then he started, yeah.
yeah.
Well, his was a little more acceptable looking than mine.
Yeah,
It was like, what the fuck is this?
His tongue was flat. It wasn't all folded, if I recall.
yeah. Well, and Lori gets the benefit, even though everybody knows Friday's my whiskey drinking night. I don't actually pour my first one until her show.
Yeah.
So I'm good. I mean, I'm co-piloting some of that stuff behind the scenes, so I don't want to be an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get liquored up until about the time Gary's shooting ice pucks. So then I have to focus and really bear down and
Yeah.
count. And then after that, it's like woo.
I did not
Well-
I would not run a live show.
And
drunk.
just to,
So
just
if I
to
do
clarify,
drink, it's when I start as well, like you said. Yeah.
just to clarify, like what, because it wasn't one beer. What happened, and see, I told the story, but it got kind of screwed up. Is I drank one beer and it was like, and I went, whoa. And then I started thinking about all the stuff that's going on with my liver, and I started thinking, aha, I'm getting like a buzz like real easy. So guess what? I'm gonna drink some more. So I had like 4 beers. It was 4 beers that I drank, and I was
We know.
Yeah.
Or beer Sally.
Yeah.
Cold is like, 4. Fuck. I do like 15.
well, yeah,
that's
that
good.
was like
It's a good thing. It's not a problem.
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll probably after they take this gallbladder out and everything returns back to normal. I'll probably be back to like I don't drink, so I probably
Yeah.
won't get back to anything. So
Yeah, exactly.
Very adamant that he doesn't drink, everybody. And he just happened to have a 6-pack in his fucking fridge.
Magic.
Where did those show up from?
It was the beer elves. Dropped it off.
it's a half a rack anyway. So
Totally.
Well, and plus, I mean, let's be. You're not a 2-ton Tessie either, Doug. You're a more
No.
slender person. Let's just so.
right.
And alcohol does have an effect on, which is why
Exactly.
I can have a couple whiskeys and ain't a big deal because
Right. But I'm threatening a windstorm, so I mean,
yeah, no, I actually, depending on the size of the small child, I can exert gravitational force on them. So yeah, I'm a little bigger.
Well, man, when I
competing with the plant.
keto,
that's pretty good.
I knocked out alcohol for the first 5 or 6 months, 5 months.
Right.
And so the first time I drank, I was like really buzzed, but also I got sick. Like not
Oh,
sick,
yeah,
but
that's
just,
no
like,
fun.
nauseous. I'm like, I'm not used to it. I never throw up, believe me, but it's just not having it in your system and being carb free,
Yeah.
it hit me a little differently.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I
Doug.
ran an experiment where I did not drink anything for 3 months just to see if it had any effect on weight. In my case, the amount I drink and what I drink now, it had 0 effect. So, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Floats me completely, but that's probably a girl thing.
yeah. Hey, Zach Thong, what's going on? All right. So, Lori,
Yes.
you heard a little bit of the topic of tonight.
Mm.
Talk to us about if you have fears in regards to music, performance anxiety, fear of playing live, fear of whatever. How does it affect your creative process?
In fact, yeah, no, I have a lot of fears. First of all, big fear of playing live. Like, and I'm not just saying like on G-Maze, like I would never go out on a stage and do it. I would, but I would be nervous. I would get into it within a song or two because, like you said, you're playing to people who are loud and they're drinking, and it's not just like a conference room type of thing. But big fear of that, big fear of playing live, even on the festivals. Just because, like I said, I just feel silly. I need my glasses. I need the sheet music in front of me. But my other fear, obviously, is singing. People are going to laugh like how bad and flat I sound. I'm doing it a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to say to myself, not everybody's perfect. And if you enjoy doing it, which I do on some songs, and I'm just going to do it. But that's a fear, too, that people are going to be like,
Yeah.
like, why is she fucking singing? and I guess as far as music goes, I will put out just about anything that I enjoy. Like if I decided to do a collab and other people might think it's cheesy, well, I love the song. But there are some songs that people ask me to do that I'm like, I don't know if that fits my channel. I don't know if I want to post it. So there's fear of that in YouTube because you want to keep your own
Yeah, absolutely.
persona, right, for your channel. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, there's 3 fears right there.
Okay. Well, again, these are all legitimate things. Certainly, you put yourself out there as a musician,
Yeah.
but as a vocalist, that much more so because even people who really aren't into music, like if you just start singing, somebody will go, "Oh, don't lose your day job," and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Even because that's just the response of people. You really have to be pretty proficient for people to go, "Oh, wait, that person doesn't suck,"
yeah.
just because that's the way
People
their
have been
brains
kind.
are wild.
I haven't had any. I mean, obviously, our community is going to be kind, right? They're not going to tell you suck. But I haven't had any trolls say you should do
Right.
this or anything, which is good. I mean, hopefully, if people come across something that sounds not like the original or not like I'm singing well, they read the description. They kind of look at your channel like, all right, she's just trying to have fun. She's not a real singer.
Right. Well, and you certainly have enough good friends who can go, "Hey, you know what? I think you could do better," or "How about this?"
That
And,
too. You want
you
people
know,
to be honest with you. Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, I think when we worked together, 2 years ago or 3 years ago on the Lita Ford thing, my first thing is I said, "You can sing just fine. But I want you to double your vocal. That's what they did on the original, and it's going to
Yeah.
sound a lot closer to the original if you do that." And it was money.
I thought that came out okay. But see,
Absolutely.
How many
I
collabs
was
have you done
the
together?
second person on that one. And I knowing the person that was originally supposed to be on it, that was a fear. I'm like, well, she's fucking unbelievable. You don't want me on it, even though she couldn't do it. And I had a similar thing happen where somebody had to back out and they asked me to do it. I'm like, no, because she's like, it's just an insecurity thing, I guess, if you're like going to be compared to
I
a better
totally get
voice,
it.
right?
So how many collabs have you two worked on before?
We have to count, Chris. I haven't counted.
Oh,
Plenty.
yeah, quite a
20?
few. Well, I mean, to this story, the backing out, and I was playing bass on that Lionel Richie, and it was covered by the other people.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm easy. And,
I'm
playing
easy.
bass, and I was going to do the backing vocals, and I did all that stuff. And then the person who really wanted to do the lead vocals just was not able to, or chose not to, or whatever it was. I don't even remember at this point in time. And Lori's like, "Hey, do you want to do that?" And I'm like, Lionel fucking Richie, that's not,
You did
not in
awesome.
my wheelhouse, but
You did awesome on that one.
okay, I'll try it. And it was fine. And I'm glad I did it for that. I challenged myself. It's like, this is not in your wheelhouse. This is a tough song to sing, not your style.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. And I remember in the video, and it was an ad lib, and I didn't mean to do it, but I just said, "Hey," and I nodded to everybody that was in the video and the fake
Yeah.
one, and go, "Let's see how this goes," because I didn't know.
It came out great, I think. And yeah, the guy that asked us to do that song just took months, and then finally was like, "Yeah, maybe you do." So I was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what it was.
Like 8 months later, well, maybe even a year later, asked me to do a song. I was like, "Do I give him another chance?" Because I don't like people that waste my time. I gave him another chance. Guess what? A year goes by, I haven't heard anything. So you're out there.
All right.
You're out there. That's one of my pet peeves because I take my stuff seriously. I buy music. I practice.
Yeah.
Don't just blow me off.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has reasons. I mean, if you have health problems and all that.
Well, yeah, but again, we'd talked about collaboration on this show about a month or so ago. Yeah, just be respectful of other people's time. And now you're reminding me how that went, because yeah, I did the video, I did all that stuff, and I was done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said, "Hey, this thing is just going to sit here. What do you want to do?" And I said, "I'll take a shot at it." And
Yeah, that was good.
then I had to go look at the video and go, "What was I wearing?"
Thank you, Zach. You beat him up for me. No, I haven't had any trolls. I've been very lucky. I haven't, but
Okay.
Yeah,
you're waiting on a 5-year collab, Boomer.
Somebody comes up to him and says, to be honest, I don't like your haircut." It's just said, "Well, which one?" I haven't
cut it in 2 years.
Yeah,
Oh, Boomer. Oh, yeah. He took 3 years from me, maybe.
Hey, some people work slower than others.
I will say this about the dog par, not that it's not obvious who we're talking about because they said Wolf, is that he keeps in contact with you. It's the people that just ghost you. Like, he tells you where he's at. He's very dog par. The one song I did with him he was very particular about the video. It took him a long time. He knew what he wanted in it, and he's not a video editor, and so it took him a while. And there were many times where I said to him, give it to me. I'll do it, because I get wicked impatient. But he did it, but he was in touch, But the ones that just are not in touch at all after they ask you to do something, I'm like, thanks.
Well, like we talked about, and if you guys go back and check out that video, because I think there was a lot of good stuff on that show about collaboration, and one of the key one was communication.
Communicate.
Just stay in touch with one another. Let people know what's going on.
It is fun to give him a hard time, Boomer. I get it.
I have a question for you, Lori.
Yes, darling.
Is there going to be like a request for me to do some kind of video thing here shortly, soon?
Anytime you want. Anytime you want.
Collab that we just did.
Yeah, we got the music down, which is freaking awesome. I haven't filmed. I filmed 3 things last night. I'm like, I have the green screen up. I have to get 3 videos done, and now I'm working on the community video. I still have to do a video. Actually, Boomer, I'm done with your video as well. I did that last night. I need to send that off. Yeah, so no rush. Just don't make me wait 6 months.
But I don't know. I mean, I haven't gotten any direction. I don't know what I'm supposed to do or anything. So it's like,
oh, see, I love that. People always ask me.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about even doing anything, and I was going, well, are we going to do a video for that? Or
well, we talked about it. You said you have a green screen. I said, yeah, I need a green screen.
Well, yeah, I do, but I also been waiting for this sunset to be certain thing.
Right. All right. Well, everybody say hi to someone who does not fear deer, Sasquatch, or cooking chicken over an open wood fire.
Oh, dear.
It's James Myers.
Oh, dear. Hi, James.
Oh, dear.
What's up?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, how you doing,
Mike.
James?
Yeah.
Doing good. Tired, but doing good.
What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea?
Oh,
No idea. All right.
you don't know?
No idea.
No idea. No idea.
You don't get it?
No idea.
I mean,
No idea.
I was waiting for you to.
No idea.
It's a Boston
Yeah.
joke. No idea.
No, you got to do it like the guy from Orange County Choppers. Idea. No
Well, yeah.
idea.
Well,
Then the punchline would have worked. But but no, comedy's not for everyone.
Deer with no eyes and no legs. Still no idea.
Okay. All right. You got a little chuckle out of me on that one. Okay. There you go.
I got a better one. What do you call a deer with no eyes, no legs, and no dick?
Sausage.
No fucking idea.
That would be still no fucking idea.
Still no fucking idea. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me help you out with your own punchline.
It was
All
so
right.
funny. Listen, you're the one that can't tell a joke, not me.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Get the fuck out of here. I am the best joke teller in the community, and it's not even close, except for Jade Starr. Jade Starr is better
She's
than
naturally
me.
funny. She doesn't have to tell jokes. She just makes you laugh.
Jade Starr, but still pro comedian.
Yeah. I only tease you, Chris, because that was part of my roast to you, because there was one time you told me a joke on my show, and you're like, oh, I fucked up the line. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
And you were so mad about like messing it up. I was like, all right.
I was. I mean, it just. Yeah, I mean
That's why I was
that's
like,
the thing, you know. It's like totally playing the wrong chord or something. Like, I fucked up the punchline, or the setup. You can't fuck up the setup, and you can't fuck up the punchline.
The thing with Jade too that really where
Totally.
she can nail other people's voices within the community
Yes.
itself. So
Yeah.
that's totally next level, you know. I mean, yeah.
She's an impressionist.
Yeah, exactly. With people within our own community, so it's like
Boom
that becomes extra special.
was her first.
Yeah, boom.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
All right.
Maybe she'll pop on here. It was an awesome interview today.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch the replay.
That was a good interview. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the old work-life balance, work life. So I'm missing all the shows that I like to stop in on right now, and sucks.
Can't make everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pulling a
I
you. I
love
was
it.
in an endless meeting all afternoon.
You have a life?
I had like 3 meetings yesterday, 2 meetings today, and I'm trying to, I have a couple of my colleagues covering for me while I'm out because I'm out tomorrow, I'm out Monday. So I'm like, here's what I have outstanding, and do all that, and then did my errands, and it's Mother's Day too, and I'm going to see my mom, so I bought her a present, had to get the gift bag and the card.
That's true.
So
well, hey, let me be the first of the men on this to say Happy Mother's Day to you. And what a wonderful Mother's Day gift to have your son graduate from college like that.
Amazing. Yeah, so he's graduating college the day before Mother's Day. He graduated high school on my 50th birthday. So it's kind of crazy. And I'm so happy to give him the stage. I don't need like a party or anything. I like focus on him.
All right, graduated 50th. I'm doing the math. So you're 45.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm good with math. You guys know that.
But he didn't graduate in May. High school, they graduate in June. And that's when my birthday is. So
hey, we know how to conjure. Everybody say hi to the wonderful Jade Starr. Yeah, we did. What's going on? How are you, Jade?
She's like, what? You need me? You need me to carry your show?
James, Dougie.
Always.
Hi, Jamie.
Chris and sexy lady. Hello.
Oh, hi. See, I hate when you come on in your living room because you don't have the zoom in camera.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. That's all I
got
did.
the manual zoom.
Yeah.
So how are you, Jade? You've taken a rest after a busy day?
I guess. Yeah.
Well, you're sitting on your sofa.
It's been a busy week, really.
Yeah.
I'm tired. So I went out last night. I saw a comedian, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, tell us about the show.
You want to hear a couple of jokes that he said?
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Jimmy Carr.
Right, you'll love this one. He says, if I couldn't be a comedian, I'd love to be a pedophile hunter. Why? Because I love shooting animals and I love fucking...
Oh, Jimmy.
Let me put it this way. It was 2 hours of so many jokes that you just went, oh, man. I had more fun watching the couple next to me just going...
Cringing. Did he really just say that?
My Lord, it was 90% jokes about pedos. It was very full on. It was hilarious. And, he did a whole thing on trans people. And I could only imagine some people sitting there who were trans totally offended. And I was laughing my ass off going, you know what? It's true. All right.
Did he do it because he got your text, or do you think it was just random that he did it? Did he text him? Or text somebody?
I sent a text. I'll tell you one thing that was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
So basically, half of his show is heckling, right? Yeah, it's a big part of the show. People heckle,
Right.
And it's really controlled because it was in a huge stadium. It's at this place called the John Cain Arena. It's about 10,000 people, and it's in the round too. So. But he really controlled the way the hecklers happened. So he came and just did so many jokes. Like, it was so hard to remember the jokes because they were so quick. And then the lights kind of went up, and that you felt like, oh, hang on, he's going to start talking to us. And then he just kind of casually went, oh, yeah, and then went into a story, and then the lights went down. You knew, don't heckle. But he reads out text, and more than half the texts weren't real.
Yeah.
So the illusion was a little bit broken. I'll tell you another one of his jokes. This one's not as full on, but it's like, he goes, let's change the pace to something nice. Euthanasia. And so I've got this relative who's really sick, and we all decided as a family that we were going to, euthanize. And so I went around to my uncle's house, and we're big Scotch lovers. So we sat there and we finished off an entire bottle of 15-year age Scotch. And, we sorted out a lot of problems. We got to know each other the best we've ever had. We mended a lot of bridges. And then I went upstairs and put a pillow over grandmother's head and killed her.
It's awful.
Oh.
Poor Nana.
That is fucking hilarious, right? I died when I heard that.
Yeah.
But there were people, like literally, the lady next to me was just like, how can he say that about his grandma?
Yeah.
You're at the wrong show, lady.
Yeah, comedy's not real, folks.
Yeah. It was packed, man. It was so good.
Yeah.
I'm really happy I went. It cheered me up. I needed cheering up. So, yeah.
Good for you for going by yourself too, right? Did you go by yourself?
Yeah, I went by myself.
That's freaking awesome.
I can't expect somebody to come with me. I can't expect somebody to come with me when the tickets are $110, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Who am
pretty
I
big
going to
ask.
ask Cold Acre? That guy doesn't leave the house. He needs $120 worth of booze to get him to leave the house.
Come on, leave him alone. He would have went.
No, he wouldn't have come. He wouldn't have come.
No. Well, it is like 4 hours to get to you, isn't it?
No, but it's in the city. It's
Yeah.
in the city.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the warm-up act. He got slaughtered.
Yeah, I was going to ask who opened. Anybody of
There was
note?
nobody. He was Irish, and he kept using the whole crutch of "I'm Irish," and I was like, "Oh fuck, can you get off?"
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But there are some people. I mean, they're very difficult. Jimmy Carr would be brutal to try and open for because he's a very specific style of comedian and his shtick. And yeah, not many people would be a good warm up for him.
Well, yeah, because the audience is the show, right? So many people.
Right.
And the things people yelled at were so inappropriate. I was sat there just like, why would you yell that out? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, saying stuff like, would you suck your own dick if you could? Just like, what? And what?
Some
what
people
goes
don't
in
get
your
humor.
head to yell that out to somebody?
They take it too far. They don't get it.
Yeah,
Like you need to set them up for something funny, not just.
Well, they want to get roasted,
Roast.
and everybody did get roasted. Some people got destroyed last night.
Yeah, I would be the one being like, "Don't look at me. I'm not saying anything." I would never.
Yeah, and I thought the seats were going to be really bad because they were high up. But I put photos up. They were actually really close. You could see his facial expressions from high up.
They have
cool.
not teleprompters. What do they call those things?
huge.
With trims
Really
and all
cool.
that.
Yeah, the big screens. Yeah.
Big
So
screen.
the
Yeah.
stage has 4 cameras on each side of the square that he's on. So
Yeah.
wherever he turns, the next camera just follows him, and you can see it above him. So you're constantly seeing his face as he's walking around. It was very well put together. But yeah, I loved it.
I have I'm in like a group with Berkeley parents for kids who are graduating, and they're all like, some parents, they're like, you're never going to get a picture of them, but they said you can zoom in on the jumbotron and get like a really good picture. So that's why we're going in tomorrow to get our own. Like Chris has an awesome camera that we're going to do, like zoom in and all that.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a blur on Saturday.
Yeah.
They were
tried
really
to do.
strict on cameras. Really strict on cameras. Above the screen at the start, it was like continuously telling you not to use any kind of camera during the thing, and then it had this: do not use cameras, and
Or
don't
phone.
be a cunt. I thought when it said "don't be a cunt," it was
Oh, that's
hilarious.
awesome.
It reminded just so
There you
much
go.
sense of humor, right? I wore my cunt
Perfect.
t-shirt. I felt right in.
Yeah.
I think the
Nice.
last comedian I saw was Carrot Top back in college.
Really?
Like live.
Wow.
Do you remember Carrot Top?
Oh no! I not only do I remember Carrot Top, I remember when Carrot Top was actually funny.
That's
So
what
that was a long time ago.
Before he got like into bodybuilding and he looks really weird. He was just
Yeah,
like,
before he got into roids and plastic surgery.
I'm talking like 1991 maybe.
Oh yeah, he was
92.
a skinny, goofy dude, and he was
and
funny.
he just did stupid stuff. But I was a college kid. I was probably shrooming. I was probably high. I was like laughing at everything.
I'll tell you what was good, like, because I went out last night and I set up everything for the interview today. I was so glad I did that because I had a few drinks last night.
Yeah.
The drinks were flowing last night. Let me tell you, the scotches were very good.
Ugh.
But I was so primed for today. I had a blast today with Greg.
You can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, in
What
case
a-
you guys missed,
Yeah.
Jade interviewed Dragon Cell Puppets, Greg, a very creative
Good night,
person in our
Jerry.
community with unbelievable talent. So I'm sure the interview I missed, but I'm sure
And
the
Jade asked,
interview was
Jade
great.
is on our interviews. All the right questions. Like you really got to know what was
About
going
half
on,
of it.
where the puppets came from, and how he started, and what he feels about music, and how much it involves. It's like everything. It was really good. Always
He's
is.
my people. I don't know. There's just some people you meet, and like we were both saying afterwards, like, oh man, if I ever come back to the States, you come here, like you are welcome at my house. It's just,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Chris, who I met as well too, and they're just, yeah, just
Yeah. He seems like a very cool guy. Yeah.
yeah, they're really nice and so talented. It's funny, you know. I had no intention of interviewing him until he went on Frank's show,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I
Yeah.
felt
you
like
want to-
I knew less about him before.
Yeah, I kind of came away with the same. It's like I
Well,
was kind
now
of
listen,
excited.
I'm going to defend Frank and JJ because I think I told you this in the chat
Yeah.
room.
I'm playing.
They know that the interview is you. You're the interviewer. So when they have these things and mix it with music on the post, they purposely stay.
I know.
And they said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's
JJ
hard.
was going
I'm
down the
playing, of course.
JJ
I'm
was
playing.
going down the rabbit hole that night a lot,
Exactly. Right.
time after time after time.
The rabbit
But
hole.
like
Yeah.
if they hadn't have done that, I probably wouldn't have, you know,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have happened.
You wanted to
Right?
know more. Yeah.
See, it was a win. It was a decent warm up act, and then you got the main event a week later or 2 weeks later. Yeah,
Couple
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
worked out.
Maybe that's why
he
Frank left our room, Jade.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was because of the text I put in there, but
I told you I saw it. Now I know what it was about. Now that we spoke today, but yeah, I saw two words.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think that put him over the edge. It was probably just all of our ding, 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 dings again. He
I
probably,
hope not.
yeah, I know he probably has no idea what was going on. And he doesn't even know who you're referring to, anyhow. I don't even think he knows that person.
Oh, I sent the actual text messages from the person.
Oh, geez, I'd block you too.
Just a word of warning: if you're gonna message me, folks, and send me a message, don't start off with an apology ever, telling me how bad you feel about something, and then just use me straight up, and then just totally reverse exactly what you said to go. Oh, I'm just only messaging you because I want something from you. It's like, man, I hate people who do that. It's just like, yeah.
Sorry, we're speaking in tongues here, but anyhow,
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
that's not why Frank left the group. I guarantee you, Frank just got overwhelmed with our.
Yeah,
dings.
no, he did his usual, like, because he bailed on at least one other group that I'm involved in. It's like, okay, too many
Frank leaves
dings.
the group
I'm out
every
for a
few
minute.
months, you know,
Yeah.
it's a ritual for Frank. He leaves the group.
Yeah,
I mean, at first I thought it was Gary. You know how Gary sometimes just types in Frank
Yeah.
Durzel left the group.
Yeah.
I go, oh, he actually really left our group, Frank. Frank's
You're
cool.
all right, Pole Vault. You can message me. I normally just look at it and go, "What the fuck?" But that's all right.
Paul, what, you must have been there when she did the impression of you. That's freaking awesome. Yay, sunshine, sunshine, yay!
Yes,
Today.
I can't do it now. I was in the zone today.
again, comedy gold.
Exactly, the voice of within the community. It's like
All
this.
right. Well, now I'm going to ask the question because Jade gives every impression of being utterly fearless. She has put herself out there in so many ways, but have you had fear as it relates to your music or your creativity? And if so, how did you deal with it? And
My guess is no. I don't see her.
No, you're wrong, Laurie. No,
Really?
I would say, yeah. I remember just
Have
not
to
so long
have-
ago.
you have to have fear to be fearless,
Yeah.
right? So
And to be better.
It's like the thing of some of the best performances you'll ever do in your life. You before the performance, you are literally shaking. You are so nervous. You are so anxious, and
Exactly.
because that's the thing. That's the thing that has made some of those performances you see Pink Floyd have done. Some of the things that have stood out throughout time, guaranteed. Before that actual performance, that was a thing that like put them over. They were shitting themselves.
Yeah.
And if you're not shitting yourself, then you're not feeling anything, right? And music and art and all this is about feeling. And we are beings that feel, no matter how much there are people out there that tell you shouldn't feel things. It's like we do. We can't control them. Emotions are a makeup of our water and blood and bone. And so when you're not feeling that shit, that's when you maybe should change direction of the things that you're doing, or not fearing, or not, you know, because that means you care. So I get nervous all the time, but I'm a little bit different in once the red light's on and once we're going,
Boom.
That's it, man. There is nothing, right? You have to go. You have to give 150%, and you'll still probably suck.
And I'm going to say,
but at least you know you went over, right? You gave everything.
I got something to add to this whole thing too, is because this very thing came up on the interview that Jay did with me a year ago. And since that time, and a perfect example of what we just saw this just in during Sunfest is Jade performed G's song at the very end and she was shaking.
Yeah.
And it was like, and that performance was friggin' off the fucking charts, you know? But it was that those nerves and everything that just left, that elevated that performance to that certain level. And that's kind of what I was talking about, Chris, when we were talking about this. I kind of leave some of that before. I don't really want to do too much in rehearsing. I kind of do a little bit just to remember the song, but I kind of want to save that energy and those nerves and everything for the actual performance.
Well, and it makes you more nervous, I think, sometimes too, if you over practice, because
Yes.
you're like, now you're trying to remember what you practice rather than just go with it, you know.
And what I
I
felt is I end up robbing myself from the performance that I would have given if I would have just kind of mellowed out on that and just let all that happen at the very end. You know what I mean?
You did great on my show when you had 4 beers in you.
For those kind of performances, especially, I think the most important thing for like Camp Gmail or anything that's coming out that's big is to just make sure all the sound's amazing. Right. Like sound has to be the most important thing. And
exactly.
like, trust me, I do this at every bloody fest. I guarantee. I have a set that I make up probably 5 days before of 3 or 4 songs. And an hour before the show, change it all around and bring something in that I didn't expect.
Oh, wow.
To do, right? Because that adds this, ooh.
Get ready,
you might have
yeah.
to do it really good. And it's, I don't know, I think that adds more fear. I think we feed off fear. You know, look at the way YouTube is at the moment, and just the world, even like the powers that be are constantly feeding fear to us. Sometimes it's good to feed off your own fears and take it that little bit further and go, oh shit, can I do this? You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
I think you should always have that a bit of fear is like, can I do this? Can I perform? Yeah. Can I remember all my lyrics? Can I remember what I'm doing? Can I focus on, have I practiced just enough that I've got muscle memory and I can focus on being in the moment and using that adrenaline?
I think it's a magical ingredient of having that kind of stuff, but yet being so relaxed that you almost like don't give a flying fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys make it look so easy. I remember, like, I studied piano since I was 7, and at the end of every year, I'd have to do a stupid recital, and it was my worst fear. Like, in a small church, and they did it by level of playing, and I was always the last one because I was at a higher level than, like, the 7-year-olds or whatever I was. And I'd sit there and sweat and sweat. I'm like, I just want to go first and get it over with. And I'd get up there, and I'm like, my hands would just flow and I wouldn't even remember doing it because I was so nervous, and it would be fine. But just the panic of thinking about it beforehand always bothered me, like sitting there and waiting.
Yeah. The anticipation is the biggest. Yeah.
What's that?
There's a difference between playing and performing.
And well, it was at a church. I had my back to everybody, but
exactly. You play when you just play, you record, you play at home.
Yes.
But when you're on stage, when you're in front of people, you have to put playing into the back seat, I think.
Right.
Because you've already done the playing, you've done the learning, you know how to play. Now we're at performance. And can you take the playing to the next level where you can just forget the playing, right? And even if you make mistakes, nobody's going to know for the most part.
You just play right through.
Right. And it's how you carry through it that people just go, oh, wow, what a performance. Because you never see people leave a gig and go, wow, what a playing. No.
Yeah, exactly. This is what an old athlete like me calls the muscle memory. You've done so many repetitions that your brain knows what to do, but then you got to get in the game and make the play. and
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
all the
look at-
things that you practiced. Now here's when it's actually happening.
But
You look
it's
at
like
someone
going
like
even
Helen
further.
Clark.
It's even
Sorry,
taking
Dave.
a step further than that. It's like you got all that stuff and you know all that stuff, and now let's push a boundary and let's flaunt it. You know what I mean?
That is
It's
right.
like we're not gonna just we're gonna actually we're gonna showboat.
Yeah. You look
Well,
at
and it makes
someone
it more
like Helen Clark, right? Helen Clark, amazing pianist, right? And obviously, when she's sitting at home playing piano, she's not like she is when she's on camera doing her live stream going,
Right.
Yeah.
flicking and you know,
Yeah.
that's the performance, right? That's you see her play and you go, holy shit, look, how is she like even doing all that and playing all that intricate stuff? Because her hands have played so much, and she taps the little thing to flip the pages so quick on her iPad, and is still looking at the camera and giving these cheeky smiles, and that's performance. That's the
Yeah. And see, that's hard for me to go back to what you were talking about at the
Sure.
beginning of your show, Chris, with faking. I don't fake it. I do record my music ahead of time, but when I record my face doing the music, I'm still playing it. But at this point, I want to look over, I want to smile, and I can't do that when I'm actually concentrating on what I'm playing. Like, that's hard for me.
You can though, Laurie. That's the thing, right? Here's a trick, right?
Probably if I didn't have the stupid camera on me, yeah, I would do it
It's
no problem.
It's not
on my
like
own.
with your singing. You say, you know, hey, I'm just enjoying it, having fun. But you can get better if you really push. If you went and got a vocal teacher and you did all that stuff, it's the
Right.
same with being in front of the camera and actually playing. You already, but even by telling yourself, I can't because I've got to focus on this, you're telling your brain that I have to focus on this. And once you start training your brain to, I don't have to focus on this. I got this. It's not going to happen
Right.
like that.
Bingo.
But, you know,
Bingo.
That's
like-
true. But I mean,
you
I do
tell
so
a
many
dog to
songs.
Get on the mat. Get on the mat.
I
Get
do
on
so
the
many
mat. Get on
songs
the
though.
mat.
I don't memorize them. I need the sheet music in front. And in order to see the sheet music at night, when is the only time I have during my day to film, I need my glasses. I need a bright light. I need something shining on it. So it's like not good for video.
But that's
So the
because
recording
you're
part
not
comes
performing.
Huh?
Once you start performing, then you don't need to know that stuff because you're practicing, you're playing to be ready to perform, right? So you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Try doing 5 collabs a week and
Maybe you could drop
I know, I'm
two
making
and start
excuses.
performing.
But, yeah. No, I know.
Well, it's all a priority thing. I definitely, to Jade's point, when Dom and I decided that we were going to start playing live, and I kind of tagged along, my playing got a lot better and a lot more confident because I was just doing it all the time. And I wasn't thinking about the mechanics of that. I was thinking about, I'm live right now, I'm doing a performance. And it made a big difference. And I really grew from that. And, I look more confident now because I am more confident. I've challenged myself and I can do it. And it can tell in case sometimes I don't. and then you guys get to listen to me whine for a week going, oh, fuck that up. That was sucked.
I messed that up.
Yeah, next
Which,
time.
Jade said not many people notice. Like,
Well,
especially
exactly.
but yeah, you're harder on yourself than other people. Like
Yeah.
when I did that last piano performance as a child, I did for Elise, and it was like a really hard part of. I was doing octaves and I don't remember doing it. I feel like I hit bum notes, and everybody at the after party was like, "Oh my god, you were amazing!" Like no one said you hit a bum note. It was like
No.
I love that song.
The thing is, I don't recall ever meeting, but we met through a chat thing, and they were like, "I think I know you." I used to go and see your band play live, and I was like, "Oh, here we go, fucking hell!"
that was Colby.
No, this is someone else. And I was like, "All right, so where did you see me?" And they said, "I saw you at this place called Hell," and the curtains opened, and your band started playing. And you were swinging across the top of the roof like Spider-Man, and then you dropped down onto the stage and started singing. I'm like, I remember that. I nearly broke my fucking leg because I'm an idiot.
That is crazy.
But I wouldn't practice that shit, right? That's not that wasn't ever a part of my performance. That was just a dumb, stupid thing I did. Oh, I might do that to kick off the show. That'll be entertaining. Right.
Jeez, you didn't practice that? Like I would hope that the rope would hold you or whatever you had to
Well,
take.
it was like these metal beams that were going across the roof, and I just got a ladder and just.
Oh shit!
There was a lawsuit waiting to happen, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised
when the curtains
the police
open,
manager didn't stop
in
you.
front of 600 people, you do crazy things.
Yeah. Hey, that adrenaline is going, right? And you got to channel it.
No fear,
Yeah.
apart from
I
the
did-
fear of dying.
I did crazy shit with fucking 6 people in a bar once, falling off a 6-foot stage with my guitar, landed on my back like a cat, but my guitar didn't get hurt.
You
Amazing.
did this last week too.
Speaking of, I have to get off. I gotta close the house down and get my rest before I go to Boston tomorrow. But
All right. Well, Lori, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. Have a wonderful graduation.
thank you.
And
I'm going to see you guys. I'm not like staying over on the weekend, but it's just gonna be early nights from.
okay. Chances are I won't destroy your show.
Please don't get me a strike.
No, there will be no strikes.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Bye.
All right. See you, Lori. There she goes. Yep, she's foolishly trusting me. It's like giving a teenager the keys to the Ferrari. Nothing bad's going to happen.
Now, see, if she was handing it over to Brad, I would be more concerned.
Yeah, I'm reasonably responsible.
Yeah, you kind of do this.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think you're more responsible than Laurie, to be honest.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Sorry, Laurie.
Let's don't go crazy. All right.
What about James? Did you ask James about theory?
Well, we're getting to James. I mean, he's now doing live performances and everything, and of course has done a lot of the drum things. But tell us a little bit about if you have any fear-based things that inhibit you or enhance your music. I mean, fear could be, wait your turn, Mr. Doug. Hold on.
I'm having
this
a
one.
vision from him. It's a vision. I think it's a fear of something with chicken. I don't know.
He's not afraid of chicken at all.
Smoking chicken. I don't know.
No, Laurie's afraid of that, not James.
No, I'm good on that.
Oh, smoking deer. Man.
What just happened then? Doug?
No, he's sober, which is scarier.
Water.
So, James?
Yeah, I can give you a good rundown. Playing live in a band, I used to never be afraid. I just went up there and was just like, let's fucking go, man. And it was all, for me, it was about showmanship too. So a big thing that I did also to calm my nerves would be a headbang. And so I have blurred vision of what's in front of me, which is the crowd, right? So I would do that quite a bit too if I ever did get nervous or anything like that. But for the most part, no, live performances, I would love. Actually, I would probably be nervous to get back on stage now because it's been like a long time. So there's that. But as far as playing like these lives on here, the first few times I was I was like shaking, nervous. And I still get like that. Every drum cover I do, because as we've mentioned, I do in one take. So I get to the point when I'm learning the song, I'm at the point where I've learned the song, I have it pretty much down, and I'm probably about to nail it within the next like couple of takes, I'll get a solid take. So that's just me like right at the beginning of learning the song. I'm recording it and sticking it and moving on pretty much. So I get really nervous because it's like, oh shit, don't fuck up. You're like almost at the end of the song. So like I get nervous doing that too. This last time going live, I wasn't as nervous. It was more so because it was on Lori's show. My sound had messed up, and well, actually my whole computer had messed up. So like everything shut down on me while I was switching over to go play drums. So if I came off nervous, that was why I was more nervous on the last one. So it wasn't about playing, because playing on that was just more like, all right, well, the first time I played Rictus Grin, I royally fucked that up. So I'm like, I got like halfway over the nerves at that point. It was like, okay, if I fuck up, I fuck up, whatever. I'm playing live. What do you expect? You know, it's like, whatever. So yeah, I've kind of dwindled down on the nerves a little bit, but still, if I was doing like a performance, dude, on G-Maze or something, I would be absolutely.
Yeah, Gary makes a good point here. Anxious, waiting to go on. Is that a fear? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
The couple festivals I've played, I have figured out that there's a sweet wheelhouse for me time-wise. Too early, and I'm just not really ready for it. And I've been on fairly late, and I got super anxious before I went on, and it was okay. I was able to channel it, but yeah, I mean, waiting to go, and if things are running a little late, yeah, it can mess with your head a little bit. But I think a big part of what I wanted to bring up here is we all have some fears in some form, and what do you do about it? How do you channel that? Can you use it to your advantage? Or do you let it, again, to use a sports analogy, there are players, and we all like sports of some kind. There are players that, are big game players, right? The bigger the game, the better they are. And the bright lights come on and they kill it. And there are other people who are very good athletes, but they shrink under the light sometimes. And I'm sure that's true for musicians too, known and unknown. That, a big festival or a big thing, and they bring their A game, and others, maybe it gets to them a little bit and they're not as good as they possibly could be.
Yeah, it comes back to that, it's opportunity. I just always think anxiety before nerves, fear. It's all just anxiety. It's just an opportunity to rise to the occasion, right? Yeah. And you're right. There are a lot of performers out there who maybe have got past that fear and that opportunity's gone. It's squandered. They start believing their own shit, and they lose it. They're not able to pull the magic out. I think fear is an exciting thing. Flight or fear is a flight or fly, isn't it? What it is?
Yeah, fight or flight. Yeah.
You're put under those situations where something happens out in public, somebody attacks you or something. You got to. That stuff just happens, right? It comes out, and
how you respond to it. Yeah.
Never know how you're going to respond to it until it happens. Yeah. But with performing, it's never going to go away.
No, and nor should it.
And yes. I think there's a part of it too that what we tell ourselves about ourselves has a lot to do with it.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, I can be nervous and everything, but I know inside I'm going to do well. And that's just because I know I'm going to do well. And it's like, as long as my shit's working right, that's the only thing that's my big anxiety is all about if my equipment's going to hold up. It's not about me. It's about my shit, and
always about the sound, mate. It's always about the sound.
Well, this is the thing.
Sound is fucked. You're fucked.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, we're all musicians, and if your gear is not working properly, very difficult to recover from that. I mean, you could. It just
and that's
is.
why I do all those open mics with G's, is because those are my testing grounds to get my shit working right.
Absolutely, no question. I actually record behind the scenes just to make sure that what I think it sounds like, I can check it and go, oh, wait a minute, I need to make a little adjustment or a tweak, or my timing is off or something for that reason. Because there's nothing worse, and it's happened to everybody I know, myself included. You go on, you think you're good to go, and something tech-wise happens, and then you're boned, and you got to play through it.
Yeah. And you got to know how to react. I think you got to be able to react, if you can, to rectify it
Yeah.
without it destroying your performance. So at the minute, it's really hard. We're focusing on live streaming if we're talking about that right now, because you're live streaming, your sound is fucked. Everybody's telling you that your sound is fucked, but the comments are 12 seconds behind.
Right.
So there's no point of you going, is it fixed now?
Yeah.
And
then
changing it
wait.
again, because you're still reading comments from 12, 15 seconds ago, and you read that and go, no, it's not right. Oh, I'll change it again then. And it was right.
Right.
So you have to at least have an understanding of all the things that could go wrong and how you can fix them. Like, it's like for my show, I rely on my iPad as a share screen, and sometimes it goes down, and I know now very quickly I have a capture card, second capture card, just to replace it quickly if it's really fucked, or the steps I do to be able to bring it back quickly. Because as soon as you panic, oh dear, it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
You are fucked.
Hey, everybody say hi to a guy who fears colorful clothes. It's the Dom Father.
How now, brown cow?
What's going on, Dom?
Yeah, everything's good. How about yourselves?
Hey, we're doing all right. We're facing our fears here tonight.
Oh, wonderful.
And getting our fears out in the open, out in the ether, where they're not scary anymore.
Does no one suppress anything anymore?
No. No, it's all out there.
Yeah. We just come online and talk about it in chat groups like this.
I know. I know.
We take anti-suppressing medication.
Yeah, for sure. Well, again, it was just one of those. I don't fear fear. I realize it exists. It can be channeled and used to your advantage, or you can allow it to overwhelm you and keep you from doing things that maybe you'd like to do. And and I just thought it'd be good to just get that discussion right out in the open. And so there you go, Dom. What are you afraid of, music-wise?
Music-wise?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of music.
Are you afraid of recording your songs right now?
No. I'm not afraid. I'm just not interested in it.
Okay, and that's legit. And that's non-interest is fine.
Well, get interested, damn it.
I was actually, someone made, I guess someone said they were going to mix like some demo of mine. And so I gave them, like the whole thing. And then they wound up running it through, I guess, Suno or whatever.
Oh, yeah, one of those.
You know what? So I had, and I said it very honestly. I was like, I am equal parts totally disgusted and kind of fascinated because as a musician, I was disgusted because, musicians should make music. But as a songwriter, I was like, that's a goddamn good song, maybe not the genre I wanted or, anything like that. But I was thinking, I don't have a lot of time to record. I'd rather hang out with people or just rather play my guitar, So that's why I really haven't been recording. So I was like, would it be possible to import, me playing guitar and me singing and have AI create everything else behind it, Just that I would try that, I think.
Yeah, maybe possible.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound like Doug's playing guitar on Fish Out of Water, does it? To me.
What's that?
I said that still doesn't sound like Doug's playing the guitar part on Fish Out of Water.
Yeah. You were never going to play that guitar part.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the lead. Some lead stuff,
There is no lead in it.
There will be.
No, that's why you've never gotten a copy of it.
Yeah, there are, again, one of the Songwriters Anonymous rule number 1, it's your song and you do with it as you please. And sometimes you please to not have other people be on
I was
it.
going to do something and let you totally reject it, but I wanted you to hear it first before you rejected it.
Well, you have it recorded now, right? Now you can steal it off of a Gmail show.
But I want your love, and I don't feel it.
Oh, you always have my love, kind of. You know.
You're loving. Yeah, poor Doug is longing for love and approval. Please love me and approve me.
I do, just in my own discriminating way.
Yeah.
I just can't cop to it. You know. Chris knows.
Yeah, that's right.
Chris knows. I don't know you well enough. I'm very standoffish.
And even once he does, it won't change that much.
That's true. But you'll learn to like it.
Well, indeed. Hey, great to have you, Dom. It's good to see you on a Thursday. Kind of like old times.
Like old times.
But we got all these wonderful friends to hang out with too.
Big boys club. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
And Jade.
Well, that's it. We had luckily we had Lori on, we have Jade, so it's not a total sausage fest here.
Yeah. It was good, like, let me have a beer, then go to bed, and so let me check in on the boys.
Yeah. Good to do. There's Jade.
Ooh,
Changing the locale.
brick background.
Yeah, brick. Now you're in the perfect for like a comedy club. You got the brick wall behind you.
Hey, it's actually not too bad outside today, so get some sun.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, you're still in the throes of winter, right? Or fallish winter.
We're in the terrible hair stage.
Okay.
It's like in between.
Yeah.
There's been mass rain, and now it's kind of sunny. And who knows?
Yeah, that's what it's like here in Denver all the time. I had.
Didn't you just have a snowstorm, Chris?
Yeah, I had 6 inches of snow.
Oh, yeah.
It all melted in less than 5 hours. But yeah, it broke a bunch of trees in my neighbor's yard that the branches end up in my yard because, you know.
How's your tomato plants?
We know better. My tomato plants are still safely at the nursery. I don't plant any of those until Mother's Day. So this next weekend we'll think about it. Because otherwise, they'd be dead as a doornail.
Yeah, they would be.
And I was out there with the tarps and the buckets and everything covering the columbines and the other stuff. So
my wife started too early. She planted like from seedlings in the house, and they all just got too big, and she like threw them out. We got to start again.
That does look like a nice jade there, Jade.
Yeah, it does. Nice.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So, are you performing at the next GMA? Who's performing at the next GMA festival?
It's on the 4th of July, right?
Yeah, I will not be there.
I don't think I'll be around.
I'll be there, I think.
Yeah, I love the idea of it, but I'm going to be up in Montana like I usually am in July. So I'll be up at my father's house.
I'll just be here, making sure my house doesn't burn down. So,
yeah.
Get a hose. Why was
I'm thinking I might host.
Oh yeah, you should.
That'd be fun.
Just take a break.
As yourself or as one of your many?
Not as Gladys. Lisa Noel has convinced me to go on not this weekend, Gladys next weekend. Interview
she can
Gladys.
be persuasive.
Well, she's a very persuasive creature.
Yeah.
Creature. Where did that come from?
No, that's not necessarily a bad
I
term.
you started doing the voice, Chris. It was like, holy shit, even Chris can do the voice.
Yeah.
So Gladys is coming out of the woodwork. I don't think. I just would like to host for a camp show and take a break. Save it up for the metal one.
Yeah, and I think that's good. I'm kind of in the same boat. I am, I'm not known particularly as a metal guy, but I played a lot of that stuff back in the day, and I really like metal, and so I'm kind of looking forward to that festival and just seeing how I can bring some of my heavier originals into it, and I may go ahead and do a cover too, and I know that'll get clipped, and I don't care.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, I would like to do the metal show, but I would only want to play like covers. which kind of defeats.
You can
the
get away
purpose
with it
of
if
the
you
show.
change them enough, right?
Yeah,
As long as you
yeah.
change them enough.
Mm-hmm. I've a couple like I've been looking at that don't sound too bad. That are like very different than the original.
I
I
just
don't
had
know.
no idea.
You're an old school punk metalhead, so that should be easy for you, Don.
Mm-hmm. Just play
You're an
like
old school punk metalhead. That's your wheelhouse.
Yeah, no, it kind of is. Well, that's one of the things that's always bugged me, Jade, is like I mean, most of the music I play is like from before my time. But yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, man, I want to be the heavy metal acoustic guitar player. But find a way to do it that makes me feel like it's good for me kind of thing,
Yeah.
I get a lot of
James, are you going to
collaborations.
play a festival?
I mean, yeah. I have a lot of covers. I don't know. So I got to figure all that out. I don't have like a set, so that would be my thing to figure out before I do confirm anything.
Oh, thank you, Boomer.
Yeah, poor Boomer feels like he got whacked on our channel here somehow, Don, but I'm not. He's not banned. He's not blocked. I don't see anything in under the hood, so I don't know what's going on. So.
Oh, is that why he has a different name? Hey, dog.
Yeah, he had to come on his other account.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on. Was he on your show Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wonder if he didn't get. You'll have to check your channel or that play and see if he didn't get blocked accidentally.
I don't think I have any moderators except you.
And I wasn't there, so I definitely did not block you, Boomer, because I was cooking and listening in the background.
Or Freedom Redbird may still be there, but
so Leela is it? Is that true? Leela is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, Leela was checking because Leela's a mod here. She was checking tonight's account to make sure that.
Well, I was talking to her a few minutes ago, and she was out in the woods still. So.
Well, she's been here. See.
And now she is.
Yeah, she showed up and got work right to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll research it and see what's going on, Boomer. But there's no obvious reason why you're bounced.
You'll be looking at.
Yeah, but I checked in the ban folder and you're not in there. So I don't know. I don't know nothing. I mean, that's how this show runs. It's like I don't know nothing about nothing. But I do know that was kind of the discussion that I'd hoped to have. We kind of got that out in the open, and so the parting message here and we've still got plenty of time on the show, but we all have fears. Don't let your fears keep you from doing things that you want to do or want to try, because we have a family motto, and it's like, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Yeah.
And you think, what's the worst thing that can happen? You go on, you try something, you stink at it. Well, then it's not going to kill you, and you have a choice of like, all right, I totally stink at this, and I'm never going to be able to do it well, so okay, I won't try it again. Or you can go, I stunk at that, but I do want to try it again, so how do I improve? And it can be an avenue for trying new and exciting things and improving your skills. And so don't let fear drive you. As Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
I mean, and don't, if that's the case, don't even do it to try to improve your skills. Just do it to do it.
Yeah, just do it to do it. Mm-hmm. Have fun with it. What the hell?
I'm a big, grab the bull by the horn kind of person. I'll take on any challenge and do anything. I mean, unless it's I know it's impossible for me to do. But, when it comes to actually making a song, I'm just like I'm very terrified of making a song because I want to put out something that I'm gonna also like be proud of and going to like
Oh,
myself.
fuck that.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta though. You gotta. It just ipso facto, you're gonna like it. You know,
Well,
even if you don't like it, like it.
and writing songs is like being a photographer. I mean, you're gonna take 1,000 fucking photos to get one good song or a good
Yeah.
photo, you know?
But
Absolutely.
what one thing that James is talking about, which is definitely could cause major turmoil if you're not recording because you don't think the song's good enough.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
keeping your songs like
Right.
write 10 fucking shitty ass songs that sound terrible and the 11th one will be way better. So like
Mhm.
if you want to do better at it, make some shitty songs, you know.
Yeah.
And then you'll
Analysis
get comfortable
paralysis.
with it, you know.
Analysis paralysis will kill you.
Yeah.
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 I deal with that in my profession all the time. These guys overthink and they like, well, I can't make this model because I don't have all the information from 1939. It's like, you probably will never have all that information. Why is that holding you back? Just go for it. And if you get it wrong, who the hell will know it because the information doesn't exist.
You know, I think us being all, you know, I think we're all pretty serious. You know, even if we don't act seriously, we all take what we do seriously, and we often forget that the vast majority of the people who listen to us feel the exact same way, so they don't judge it that way. You know, I think for the most part, everyone's just like fucking cool. You did it. You know,
Yeah.
and you know, and everyone's cheering for that, and not
Well,
not how it
and the
sounds.
perfect thing of what you're talking about too is I have this friend and he performs live out all the time and he's been doing it for eons and eons and eons. And there's certain songs he'll do where you're listening to him sing and he starts kind of almost he's not taking himself seriously with certain songs because he doesn't feel like he can really do it. So he makes a joke out of it, you know, and it's like,
Mhm.
you know, don't joke your way through a song because it's like just because you don't feel, you know, have a little more confidence in yourself than that, you know.
Or
I
it
mean,
could just be like, I cannot do a song if it ain't me, you know? I'll sound
yeah,
like crap. If I can't believe the words I'm saying,
right.
I can't get through it. I can't lie through it, you know? And maybe that's it. Maybe he's just playing songs for other people that he fucking hates.
I don't know. Well, I doubt it because he kind of does all these weird, obscure fucking songs that nobody hears because he
Oh, then
likes
he's a
them.
nerd. So of course he's
Yeah, he's a nerd.
and
Yeah,
someone say, play this. I'm like, oh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
another big aspect of it is, you know, what style, what style of music do you want to play? You know, you want to just learn an acoustic guitar and sing like you guys do, or do you want to make a metal track?
mhm.
What kind of music do you want to put out?
It could
And
be all of them though. Why couldn't it just be a
Yeah,
metal song, then a blues
yeah,
song, and then a
exactly.
ballad? Why can't you do them
exactly,
all?
Right.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
do different
Yeah,
You
stuff.
know,
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
certainly, because you've been a part
that's
of a couple of
that's
them.
one of the great advantages of not being really famous. No one really expects you to do anything. You know. I mean, think about like all the like really huge bands when we were young. The moment they tried to do something different, everyone jumped all over them. You know.
Yeah, because
I've always liked that. I like bands when every album's like completely different than the last thing they did.
yeah,
It's
different things are
exciting. It's
fun.
like take me on your journey. I'm ready.
Well, for me, I always record things a full studio version, and then I reinterpret it for playing live. So I do an unplugged version of my own stuff, including playing it differently sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I
for
ran.
me,
I got hindered because I stopped recording music for noble means. But then I got so used to the acoustic version that I'm like, I don't know if I want it to be anything else. It's like
Yeah.
that's what it is now to me.
That's fair enough too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of time, and I'm not it's laborious for me. I'm not enthused. I've never, not one song I've made, I was like, oh yeah, no, it was never like that for me. So, you know, I don't, we'll see.
I tend to lean more into electric these days just because it's easier on my hands, you know.
Yeah.
Acoustic guitar holding chords and stuff for very long at all, that just fucking hurts, you know.
That's why I barely ever play bar chords, man.
Yeah.
As soon as I press my finger down, the pain goes whoosh, all the way up.
Yeah. Yeah, and if I can just play the backing tracks with my electric, I can just doodle around all over the fucking place, and it doesn't matter. I'm not holding anything that makes my hand hurt for very long, you know.
Yeah, we may have a show at some point where, you know, not that we don't ever talk about our ailments here, but you know, there isn't a person on this panel, I don't believe, hasn't had some sort of health issue or has one now that potentially affects their ability to play or sing or,
Well,
you know, or
I'm
do other
relatively
aspects.
sure about everyone except James.
Yeah.
Yeah, James, I think, is still reasonably solid health-wise.
He still
Well,
looks
he
like
just
he
has
can
those
just
fancy socks is all.
power
You know,
through stage. Yeah.
all that ankle action.
I'm always in the power. Dude, that's my mentality. Is just fucking do it and fucking go. So that's always my mentality. But health wise, I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, I could possibly I possibly could have a hernia. I mean, it's been, you know, hey, I mean, there's been times where I've reached over or where I've lifted something up and it's like, oh shit, you know, down, you know, in my stomach area. And it's like, you know, hey, I'm getting older though. And, you know, I recognize that too. So it's like, take it easy on yourself a little bit more. But, you know, as far as everything else goes, I'm tip top otherwise.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, we're not saying it like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, I mean,
we
well,
all
that's
want
it.
to. We all
No,
want to
I'm-
be you.
I keep it honest. I'll keep it honest. Yeah.
No, I remember when I was whole, but that's in the past.
Yeah.
You know, you guys can definitely hear sometimes on the show, I just really can't pronounce words. Well, it's not because I'm drunk or anything. I just, Mr. Tongue gets tired because of the MG, and that's all I can do that night. So sometimes
As
you get some
opposed to me, I can't pronounce words either. But that's because I am drunk and I'm from New York.
Well, I mean, that can be a limitation.
That's why we have
In
such great
relation to-
conversations. What's that,
Go ahead,
relation
Jay?
Jake.
to ailment stuff, I'm actually the fittest I've been in fucking many years. So, you know, my ITP is gone. It's been now since October last year.
Yeah, which is amazing.
August, September. I've lost 39 pounds in the last,
Really?
or whatever,
That's
in the last,
great.
what are we up to? I think we're up to week 15. So that's going good. I can't complain at the moment. Seeing all those doctors last, just and all this stuff has actually paid off. So
Well, I'm making up for your
I haven't-
ICP with all my every day is my bleeding incident. I'm losing blood on a
Right.
daily basis here.
I saw a bit of blood last night on my hand and was like, and it just stopped. I was like, oh yeah, it's still going.
Yeah.
So,
Well, my
Yeah.
laundry hamper is
Yeah.
filled with bloody clothes from the last few days. It's like these unannounced, and you just don't even know anything's going on until you look down and you're covered with blood, and that's happened twice now. So, have no idea. Can't feel anything. Don't know anything. Boom, blood.
me too, Pookie. I see your comment there. Pookie's another survivor, right? I'm currently in remission from ITP, and it's good, man. It's good not
Yeah.
waking up every day covered in blood. Let me tell you, far out. Whew.
Yeah, that's that gotta be a hard way to live.
Yeah, it sucked.
I'm being quiet because I actually don't know what it is, and I don't want to say what's
Platelets.
ITP.
Platelets.
So whenever I would just start bleeding randomly and get
Gotcha.
bruises all over my body, and once I started bleeding, I would bleed right through the whole night. So I'd wake up, my pillow soaked in
Oh,
blood,
Jesus.
like literally, you could wring it out. So
Jesus.
yeah, sometimes I'd bleed for 4 hours straight, just constant blood nose from my mouth. It's 10 years of it. It sucked.
Really?
And you know, I just quietly lived with it, and in hope that after they took my spleen, which is supposed to fix it, that it would. The doctor said it. Some people, it's immediately after they take your spleen. Some people 10 years. I happen to be 10 years. It's pretty shit, but here we are. Like, you know,
I don't think I have a spleen in anymore either. I have to ask my wife. I think they took that.
you would know. You'd have to get.
Yeah,
have to
you
get a
would
lot
be.
of
You would be amazed how fucking how tight I keep it so that just fucking
Right.
stay here.
Because once you lose your spleen, you're susceptible to many viruses. Get on top of that. You know, you have it virtually takes away your immune system.
Mm.
Big chunk anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So, especially it's easy to catch colds, viruses, all that kind of stuff. But,
Yeah. Those of us with autoimmune kind of in the opposite boat. I mean, my immune system is just spoiling for a fight. It got bored with viruses like COVID. It's like, well, fuck that. I'll just attack the body because I've got nothing better to do.
So your immune system's like James. It's going, let's go.
Yeah, absolutely overactive. It's like it just fucking wants to fight all the time, and it's like, all right, no viruses. I killed all those fuckers. Well, how about I'll just attack the body? How about that? So yeah,
focus the energy. I'm not looking to fight. Focus the energy.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I take it all out on landscaping.
Which is a good thing to do.
And
I cannot tell you how many times since I've been in my home for like 14 years that I have dug out bushes and moved them like over here. Just because I was like, I need something to do. I need something.
That are the drums.
Yeah, well, that kind of
I'm
range
not that
is
chord.
good.
I could never play drums. I've tried a few times, and
Yeah, I was.
I played drums worse than I dance, and I dance pretty fucking awful.
Yeah, I'm not going to be making any dancing videos either. I can assure you.
I can cut a rug.
And again, that it stands to reason. I should be. A bass player's got rhythm and everything, but I just don't dance well.
I love playing drums. It's one of my favorite instruments of all.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I know
mine
Jade
too.
loves drums, and I love them. I love the sound of them, but I don't play them very well. So that's why I had
love
my
the
kid.
workout.
I don't either.
That's his job.
Oh, there's nothing better than watching a good drummer. Like, I've been to many. I've seen many bands, and if the drum is good, I could give fuck all for the guitar player. I'm like, yeah, I know what that's like. Yeah, like look at us, how this fuck, just to watch someone's entire body, connecting like that. It's like we're just like this, and go like that. But when a drummer's really like into his kit, it's so cool to watch.
It's
it's the ultimate pat your head and rub your
Yeah,
100%.
That's exactly.
Yeah. I don't play mine enough, but when I'm angry, oh man, I look at him and just go, "Let's go, motherfucker!"
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, that's
sit
good
there
fun
and
to do.
Healthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it really is.
It's like having it's like having a kill room in your,
Yeah, no, I get it.
with less murder.
Yeah, now I'm kind of like Dom. I'm just the old Irishman. Like, oh, give me a pickaxe or a shovel or something, and I'm going to move some goddamn dirt. I'll be
Yeah,
good.
why? You know why? It's because, like, you can't really mess anything up, you know? And it's all physical.
Yeah.
Get all sweaty for the wife, and she goes, "Ooh." No, that's
You're so
never
manly.
happened.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
never happened.
And that's the thing, you just said something pretty magical, and you can apply that to music too. You can't really mess anything up, and that's true with music. You can't really fucking mess anything up. And when you start getting that, then it's like it opens the doors to it's okay to fuck up. And so boom.
Well, there's a distinction between I've done some real terrible mess ups recording music, but whatever. You can screw stuff up.
Yeah, they're
It's just not that bad if you do.
No, but I mean it's like, it's almost you kind of have to do that to get to the green pasture, you know what I mean?
Sure. Well, in our 12-note Western scale, in some scales, there's a note that's like, nope, not that one, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there is also a way to get to it. You just don't. You don't.
Yeah, well, that's
in between,
jazz.
right?
Oh no, that's why I've been looking at a microtonal guitar, because that's the ultimate. You can just play as bad as you want with one of those.
Well, that's
Why
what's
do
great
they have
about open tunings.
My
That's why I like
question.
open tuning so much, because it don't make a difference what you do.
Why does it
Everything fits.
Why does a microtonal guitar have frets? Why?
Don't know.
Because they do.
I want to.
They do. But it doesn't make sense. Why would they have frets?
Maybe because it just looks.
I'm excited to try and get one. I've been looking at people who are making them, and that's my next guitar, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Why not?
That's very interesting.
I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is.
Well, what's that band that uses that the two guys?
Engine D14.
Yeah. And that's what he's using is
Microtonal bass, microtonal guitar, all on 2 necks.
double neck, yeah. And loop, loop.
Yeah.
And the drummer.
Interesting.
The
when I
drummer
listen,
looks like he's got a fucking dildo for a nose.
It's very cool, man. Like
It is. It's totally cool.
What I think is exciting about it is, I don't know, we've been stuck in this, Western scale for so long, and the microtonal's been there forever.
Right.
And I think people have just looked at it as, it's just out of tune. It doesn't make sense. But I don't know, it's opened the door for prog rock. Like, prog rock has this new life. Anything that's kind of outside of the norm, the way to go. It's kick some life into music.
But it goes back to my original question. Why do they even have frets? Because it's it's microtonal, so it's like.
Well, yeah, fretless bass is microtonal, right?
Exactly. Anything fretless.
Yeah, well, I mean, every instrument in, every stringed instrument in an orchestra is technically, fretless. So, and therefore microtonal.
Yeah.
It is weird though if you grow up with the Western scale and everything, and my ears are just calibrated to that, and I'll listen to like Indian music, which has a lot of microtonals, and I think it's cool.
Yes,
very much.
But I don't get it either at the same time. It just, my ears are like, what's going on here?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. But again, all of our fretless instruments, it's the way we play them. It's not that they can't. They're totally capable of playing that kind of music. It's just, I did it with the fretted banjo. I was playing microtonal stuff with a banjo that had frets, and it sounded like I was playing something from the Middle East. And we're just slowly bending strings out of whack. Bending things out of where they're not just. You know what I mean? Bending them out of tune. Which
microtonal guitars do not have a fixed number of frets. They typically feature significantly more frets than standard guitars to divide the octave into smaller intervals, such as 24 or more frets per octave. Popular
Okay.
configurations include 24 tone equal temperaments, which is 24 tet, which often adds an extra fret between every standard fret.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
See, we
and
try and be
if you hear-
educational on this show.
If you hear Angin D14, go look him up. Like, it's kind of like Primus with more notes. It's out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
understood all
Primus
that.
to sign Frizzle Fry. I saw them like in the early '90s at CBGB's, and I had their CD. And they shined it. It's one of my pride possessions.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah, interesting band.
So I've got to
Oh, they were
work.
phenomenal.
I've got to work on some stuff. I'll see
All
later.
right.
I've got to work on this big project thing I'm working on at the moment. So
Oh, is the hush
I'll
hush
spend a couple
thing
of hours
the
with it.
big changes you were talking about? We're not
Well, it's
talking
not
about?
changes to my.
Well-
It's not my. It's not my channel. It's
Don't say
another
too
channel.
much, Jade.
So
Yeah.
I'm saying it all tomorrow.
All
Tomorrow
right.
live, I'm saying it
There
all
you go.
tomorrow.
So tune in tomorrow and learn what Jade is up to. But always great to have you on the show, Jade. Thanks for stopping in.
Good night,
Always
Jade.
good
Good
to
to
see
see
you.
you.
Jade.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. And now, just like Lori, Jade's got to get off.
And I think I'm gonna go right behind Jade. My
Okay,
light,
yeah, because it's dark there.
my light is getting worse. I'm not gonna flip anything on here. So
I ain't turned no lights for you guys. right?
yeah, I'm fuck the power company. Those fuckers.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Hey, well, thanks for coming on, Doug. It was great to hang
let's
out.
See you, Doug.
See y'all around.
Yeah, we'll be around this weekend. Bye. All right, and then there were 3.
Dun, dun,
Tree.
dun.
Yeah, the Tres Amigos, so I can go back and put that on.
Actually, I'm not going to stay too much longer. Either.
Yeah. Well, it's all good. Well, we accomplished many things we'd hoped to accomplish tonight. We had a great chat going on the side there. We aired out some of the performance and fear things. It is very interesting, though, to hear people who, were very used to going live and having no problem with it, and then having some fear on, YouTube or performing here, and then those who were fine doing that and then had live anxiety, so it's funny. It depends on where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
your
I mean,
brain.
I could see that. I would say, like, I would play anywhere. Well, to me, it's like I could do anything if I'm holding a guitar because it's not me anymore, It's like this where I'm like the most weary. So, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Now, again, that's, different environments and everything kind of raise different fears and different anxieties. And
I'm big. I'm big on the step back method. Something approaches me and I go, and then I go.
yeah.
I don't like to just dive anymore. I feel age has allowed me to do that.
I totally get that.
Unless I go, no, there are some things you can only get through by just diving head first. I realize that as well. So.
Yeah.
It's just logical thinking, really. It's what it is. How can I
If
best approach
it's something you don't want to do but have to do, the only way to do it is to fucking dive.
Yeah. I'm
Otherwise, it's that one thing. It's always the one thing that comes back to get you. So
Yeah,
you may as
hang
well
over.
just do it. I try to tell my kids that they don't fucking listen, but I don't listen either. I was like, man, no, do the things you hate the most first.
They'll learn eventually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We all did.
Yeah, just get it the fuck out of the way. Just do
Yeah,
it.
dive
get it out
in
of the way.
and kill it, and then get to the other stuff. Yeah.
Like I've told Chris I wouldn't call it very good advice, but it's a very memorable thing my father said to me. I got a job and I was like hanging out with him one night, and it was like, I was like, I don't know, 16 probably. And I was like, I don't know, Dad, I really don't like doing this. And my father said, who the fuck said making money's gotta, you have to, you know, you're getting paid. What do you gotta be happy for? So that's been my theory. That's how I've gotten through most of my life. Just like,
Yeah, that's well, I mean, we had an expression in my company, you know, we'd had to do live shows and you know, you're interacting with John Q. Public and that is always interesting and challenging and and my partner would say, you know, as long as they're throwing money at me, I can tolerate a lot of things. And, you know,
yeah.
that's pretty legit.
Yeah.
That's how you know, it was always for me, you know, doing design and stuff is like do the best design that you can possibly do and do the best job. Put your all into your work, you know, work 80 plus hours, you know, a week and just, you know, go all out. But once I moved in here, I kind of was transitioning into like more of like a go to work, get paid, do the stuff I gotta do the job I gotta do. 40 hours, I'm getting paid, come home. Now I get to enjoy myself and, you know, and do what I want to do. So
I had that for a long, long time and I don't have it anymore. And I fucking really miss it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I mean, I had such a cushy gig. And now I fucking work my ass off. Like, as soon as I come home, you know, hang out with my kids a little bit and the computer's back on. It's just like, oh, I hate this life. But, you know, what the fuck you gonna do?
yep.
Yeah, that's it. The old work-life balance. And I, you know,
yeah, my kid sure as hell don't want me to go finding myself.
no, no. There you go. Yeah.
I guess you can always do that when you get older. Try to find yourself after.
Yeah, exactly. I'll find myself. I told my wife, I am gonna be the guy in a wheelchair getting yelled at by nurses for pinching their ass. That's gonna be me, 100%, and I'll be loving every minute of it.
There you go. Yeah. Find yourself in the home.
That would be a nice portion of life. I think I'm old enough. I don't care.
Yeah. I'm one of those kind of guys. The whole find yourself and you know midlife crisis. A, I'm past midlife, and B, I was always too broke to have a crisis. You know what am I going to do? Buy a sports car and you know leave my wonderful wife. Yeah, fuck that.
Never felt that, but I mean, I've had long periods of being extremely depressed and not even knowing it. You know,
Yeah,
Yes,
those are rough.
I've-
Those are even rougher, man. Those are rougher. You know, because you know
yeah.
it's a slow drop off, and then you're like, wait a second. You know,
no,
but
abs-
you know, there are many people, and I believe I am one that you can't. Sometimes you have to fall down. You know, you know, like I tell my kids, it's like nobody learns anything doing it correctly. You know.
Oh
like,
no.
So anything you could do right now, no one gives a shit about. You know how to do it. What can't you do that you're gonna do? You know. So that's
Well, if
the
you
only
show
thing
me
that
how to
matters.
do it correctly, then I will be able to do it.
Yeah, I primarily learned by fucking things up. That's
Yeah,
just,
that was everybody would love. I mean, that's one of my biggest friggin' things where I work now is like, they introduced this new computer system that we have to use, and like we just had to start using it. Like fucking no idea how the thing operates at all. You know, like and it's you know, and we're dealing with a lot of money. You know, you got to be able to build people. So like trying to do it on one system, but I still have to do it another way just to make sure we get paid and stuff like that. Oh, it's torturous. It's torturous, but like no one's gonna teach you. You know, no one's teaching anyone anymore.
Yeah, it's very much the way it is. But I remember, I think my senior year, and we were playing football. First 3 games we went out, we destroyed the competition. Then the 4th game, we got our ass kicked. And coach came in and said, I'm glad you guys got your ass kicked, because now maybe you'll pay attention to the stuff that I've been telling you before the season even started that you guys have been getting away with and doing wrong. I'm like, okay, coach. And again, you learn by getting your ass kicked in life.
It's true.
Yeah, not pleasant learning, but it sticks with you, doesn't it? hard
Yeah, but, I
lessons
mean,
are the
I
ones
think
best learned.
I think everyone learns that, and I think no one can be taught that. It has to be experienced.
Yeah.
It has to be, and you could go for a long while without realizing you're actually improving.
Yeah.
Because it's rough, but that's life. No one said it had to be easy. So,
Well, my old man used to say, dumb guys make the same mistake over and over and over again. Smarter guys learn from their mistakes. Really smart guys learn from other people's mistakes. I was never a real smart guy. I had to learn, and my second son was totally that way. He had to do it his own way, and he had to learn it the hard way. And but he learned, and all those lessons he's got them down. I think my oldest was probably more of the learning from other people's mistakes. He made plenty of his own, but he was bright enough to look at what some of his buddies were doing and go, "Yeah, that's dumb. I'm not going to do that shit."
Yeah, I think that was kind of me. It was a little bit of a balance. It was like I seen the stupidity in other people, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that. But at the same time, I'm human, so I still made my own stupid mistakes and did my own stupid stuff. Yeah.
I never did. I mean, I made lots of mistakes. I was pretty stupid, but I never did anything like harmful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing involving like. Well, I mean, obviously involving things you could be arrested for, but nothing aggressively like that.
Yeah,
it's just always been pure stupidity, because it's pure stupidity is freedom. It's fun. It's fun to be an idiot.
And
terrible paying for it later.
Sometimes it really hurts.
It's very enjoyable in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm checking the chat because we've had
reading too.
Yeah, we got good chat going on tonight, and we appreciate you folks being in the chat and having a good time with us and talking with us, talking with each other. So yes, Dom is officially out of witness protection.
Yep.
So he can come on, and that's those he's out from under that banner now.
Well, that's good.
Yep, indeed.
It is good to see you coming live, Tom.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I super enjoyed I wasn't real active in the chat. And I did not boom you, Boomer. I'm just telling you. And unless I somehow did it on my phone in my pocket, unlikely, but possible. So you're gonna have to check that. But Dom, I got to say, you had asked about your sound, and I went back and went all through the replay, and your sound was totally on point Tuesday. So it was a good show. So Dom is starting to play on Tuesdays when he's in the mood.
Well, the guitar says I think my voice is a little rough. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
it's a little bit rough.
What are
you gonna do? I've never claimed I could sing.
I think that's a quality of your style of lyric and vocal, though.
No, I get that, and I do. I mean, I do understand that about myself. Like, how do I make what I can do the most effective? So, but like I was listening to it, and just like I sound tired. you know?
Yeah, there's an element of that, and I totally get that. That's one of the things that I'm fighting. And even on days that I
Yeah.
feel pretty good, I'll listen to the playback and go, I can hear a little fatigue in my voice, and it just is what it is, you know. I'm doing all the right things.
Well, I'm like doing none of the right things. I don't do anything. So I have no reason to bitch, you know, so, but it's still like, but I mean, the biggest reason is because I stopped doing it every week, you know, so,
yeah, like everything else,
yeah,
you know.
that's why I was like, I have to stream again, so I'm never going to play my stupid guitar. And I just bought this damn thing, and I like it so much, you know.
Oh, and it sounds great.
But you know, that's the way my dad's upbringing gets me. When I have things happening in my life that I have to deal with, the first thing I do is suppress my joy. Because that's not essential for survival, you know. That's what I think in my head, you know. And then at some point, I'm so fucking miserable. I'm like, yeah, because you don't fucking do anything you like anymore. So then you got to start getting back to that, you know.
No,
But that has been my entire life. This fucking wave of balance.
Yeah,
I'm used to it.
Yeah, I try and keep it a little more even keel, but
I would like to, but that's not my personality. I am sink or swim 100%.
No, I get that. Some people are just that way. You know, I'm certainly of the school. I'm either into something or I'm not into it at all. I don't half-ass anything. I don't know how. So, you know, we did this commitment we said, hey, let's do a show. Well, you know, we're going on 3 years now. Like, okay, and I'm going to do the show every Thursday unless I physically am not at my computer.
Yeah, I've never thought of it as a commitment.
Well, and again, that's how my mind works.
I did for a while, and it made me very unhappy.
Yeah, and that's why.
Great, now I'm stressed during the day, and then I'm stressed at night.
Yeah, that's no good.
This is insane.
Yeah, and I take a great deal of joy from this. I like being here every Thursday night. It's fun for me. When, you know, if the day ever comes when it is not fun, I'll either change it up or, you know, the show will end.
Well, when we were doing the happy hour, that was always like one of my favorite days of the week because it was a chance to chill out, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's, you know, that was my favorite thing about it. And I think that's why it's everything's favorite thing about it. It's just getting a fucking chance to just not be anything and just be, you know?
Just hang out with like-minded people and just chat about stuff.
Not even necessarily always like-minded people, just tolerant people.
Well, when I say like-minded, we all have commonality. We're all musicians.
We have threads. Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Yes.
But like Chris and I are very good friends, and we agree on nothing.
Yeah, we're totally different people.
Extremely. What do we say one time? Like we make the same decision
from 180 degrees from one another and end up at the same place somehow.
Which makes us, we're both smart enough to go, maybe how you are doesn't make as much of difference as, you know, where you want to be, kind of thing. And I think, most of us are probably there. You know.
Yeah, in for the music and the camaraderie. You know, for me, a team guy, played team sports and everything. Bands are a team, you know, collaborations are a team. Doing a show is a collaborative effort. So this is a very comfortable place for me, interacting with other people towards a common goal. In this case, being mildly entertaining.
Mildly.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we gust up to somewhat entertaining, you know, on a really good night.
You've had some entertaining moments, my friend.
Well, you know, when you set a low bar and then you occasionally get over it, you know.
That is the key to life. If you're unhappy, your expectations are probably just a little too high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's really what we.
Oh,
have
I
always-
am gonna bounce him and ban him from the show.
Okay, well that's it. Dom's gonna kill you now for real.
Just because you were so honest and forthcoming.
Yeah. Dom hates that.
How dare you, sir?
All right. Yeah. See, and
I
Dom
think that's
cracks
very
himself up.
I do. I'm at my own stupidity.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
No, because all the things I say, I somehow believe, but I don't believe them at the same time. So that's why. I'm
Yeah, that
always
is
amused
quite the
by me.
juggling act.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
That a Tipperello?
Black and mild.
Oh, I like that. Good.
Yeah,
I used to
no.
like Swisher Sweets.
Oh, the old Swisher Sweets, man.
can't
Every
say
high
it.
school dude was,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, Swisher Sweet and a bottle of Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, God. Okay, funny story about that. You know, my wife would always talk about Mad Dog 2020. I always thought, truly, that was just a nickname for some rot gut wine thing. And it wasn't until I was in Glacier National Park 3 years ago, and we stopped to get gas and batteries for her camera, and they have a big display, Mad Dog 2020, and I went, wait, that's a real product? And she goes, yeah, I've been telling you for 30 years.
On it. Yeah.
I'd never actually seen it live in the flesh, so I'm like, well, damn.
Yeah, they always, from the very beginning, it was always a bottle you can fit inside your jacket pocket. I'm like, they're really thinking of us. It's trackable.
No,
God, man, that stuff was rancid, but I drank it like there was no tomorrow because it was so cheap.
Well, yeah, the cheap thing. I was mostly a beer drinker in high school, and I would drink a little bit of whiskey back then, but I didn't really develop a taste for it until I was in college.
Yeah, I drank everything. I was saying on Tuesday, like I remember when the 30-pack came out, like Stroh's or Coors, they started wear more than a case, wear 30. So my father would buy that. I'm like, great. Fucking like after like 4 or 5, he ain't gonna know how many's there, and I take the extra ones, go hang out with my friends. And he never knew.
Yeah, there you go. For whatever reason, I was never one of those dudes. My brother did. He would take from the folks' liquor cabinet or beer or anything. But I never did that. Again, I was the good kid to a certain extent. I just bought my own underage beer. But I could get away with it because I looked like I was about 24 from the time I was like 17 till about the time I was 33, 34. So just kind of so, and back then they did not check ID like they have to now. So and again, that old acting as if I just walk in like, oh yeah, of course I'm buying this beer because of course I'm in my 20s.
The problem with the way they check ID now, which I find so just dehumanizing, is that they just do it because they are told you have to just check everybody. That part annoys me. Come on. There are obvious, there's a big swath of people you can fucking cut out. It's like the guy's like, he's coming in with with a walker and, this guy is clearly.
I'm with you. That is so stupid.
It's because they tell him you have to.
For a dude in his mid-60s, I'm fairly youthful looking. But ain't anybody going to think for half a second, if they actually have any kind of vision at all, that I'm anywhere under 21.
Exactly. Right. Is there any way, shape, or form that Chris can go buy liquor in the store, and then after he leaves, the police are going to raid it?
Yeah.
No, that is not
dumb.
happening.
No.
Exactly. So that's what irritates me about it. It's just
I'm 100% with you.
Autonomous or whatever it is. It's like like zombies. So
I'll tell you one thing that was worse. The worst thing that ever happened in that, we're in a restaurant and they asked for my ID which I thought, and they didn't ask for my wife's.
Mm.
Oh, she was mad.
She was
She-
mad?
Oh, well, yeah, because that implied that somehow she
I
was
got
much
you. Yeah,
older
yeah,
than
yeah.
me. And so she just said, if you tip that bitch more than $5, we've got a problem. I'm like, I'm with you, honey. And I wrote right on there, it's like, you fucked up. I mean,
So, is she older than you? Come on, tell us. We won't tell anyone.
yeah, technically she is by.
Yeah, so that's why it
But
really pissed her
again,
off.
okay, when this happened, I was 58. So she was 59 in 1 month or something. So come on. Yeah. Just
I laugh.
dumb.
So when my wife and I first got together, and I'm fairly decent older than her, just part of my charm is, I often talk about how long I have to live, because it amuses me. And she would get very angry. You can't talk like that. Blah, 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 blah. But now she's hit 50, and now it's all coming out. And I'm like, you see, that's what happens in your 50s. You just don't give a shit no more. At 40, yeah. But in your
Yeah,
50s,
you still
like,
pretend to be nice. Yeah, but when you hit mid 50s for sure, you
so
don't give
now
a fuck.
I crack up every time I hear her go into one of her tirades. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
they're-
see, you were all over me for that, but
Yeah. But again, here's a little tip. I worked restaurants. That's how I paid for some of my college. Be smart. If you're gonna do that, take the risk with the guys. Always card the women. If they're 84, and you're doing that, say, you know what? I gotta see some ID. And they're flattered. It's not, not that hard.
it depends on how hard you push it. Like if you give a little wink or like a, that could backfire.
Well, yeah, no, it's like
They have to honestly believe.
yeah, it's
you
like
are unsure of their age.
I'm sorry but I really can't tell, and I want to, not that hard.
There's a gas station that's right up the street from me, and every single time I go there, it's like, oh, it's company policy. We have to card every time, and they scan it and everything. And then
Yeah.
right down the street, just past that, is a small little liquor store that sells my Black and Milds, and they never card me in there, and I go there instead. I
Yeah.
drive the extra little distance just to go to that
Yeah.
store.
No,
Well,
it's the thing.
I went to the dispensary recently, and I'm like, wait a second, you want cash and my ID? I'm like, fuck you. You get one or the other. If I have to show my ID, I'm paying with credit because, if I want cash, if you want cash, I want anonymity. That's what cash means. It means, hey, nobody knows about it.
It don't work that way in this state. It's a cash business.
No, I left and I went somewhere else.
No, it's not an option here. You show ID at the door and you have to pay cash.
There's always an option.
Well, yeah, it's the guy you used to buy weed from. It's not in a legal store.
Yeah.
But yeah, and in this state, that's just how it works. It's a cash
It's crazy
business.
too. It's like, I usually just buy vapes and stuff, but the vape shop, what you buy for 45, you'll pay 90 at a dispensary for. It's the same exact thing. So,
Vapes. Yeah.
Now, but to your point, James, there are stores that I just avoid because, I'll pick up cigarettes from my wife sometimes. And if they, say, oh, I have to scan your ID and everything, it's like, no, I don't have to buy from you. Fuck off. Again, kind of the same thing. Are we going to pretend that I'm somehow under 18? Come on.
Mr. Chris, the Colorado trip is in full swing.
Okay. Well, we'll chat a little bit, and I'll give you some tour guide suggestions, and we'll figure out when we can get together for dinner or something.
Oh, my wife, my dining room looks like she's planning a war. I was like, I'm gonna bring home one of those boards where you can put strings on because she's like got shit laid out everywhere.
Okay, well, that'll be fun. Good. And you're still thinking July at some point?
I think, yeah, July 24th. I think
Okay.
I plan to fly.
Nice. That's close to my kid's birthday, so yeah, we usually have a little barbecue.
Are you saying I'm supposed to bring a present?
No,
The
but
only
I'm just
thing I
saying.
told her is like, I have to have one day. That's what I said. I have to have one day. But once we know everything we're going to do, I'll send it to you. And then if there's anything you want to come do, like one thing I was like, I want to take that stupid train.
Which one?
I don't know. That's like goes through like the mountains and everything.
That's in this state. That's 6 trains, but
well,
I'll hook you up.
Mm.
I will make sure you get the right train ride that is fun and exciting. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, if you're in Denver around the 24th, 28th, like that, whatever that weekend is, I usually host a barbecue because it's my son's birthday and one of my nephews. And so we have a barbecue. You guys come over and eat a bunch of smoked meat.
If I was any normal person, I would be like, yeah, we'll be there. But as me, I'm going to say, there's no way I'm going to bring my wife and kids to this, my friend from Denver's barbecue.
They'd fit right in.
100% would. It's my neurosis.
Yeah, I know. God bless you. Well, again, fear will get you over your fear of being a normal person.
That's not fear. It's survival, man.
Too funny. Too funny indeed. Well, very cool. Well, I think it's close to 11, gentlemen. I think we have covered the things that we'd hoped to cover tonight and much, much more. And hopefully our chat was entertained, enlightened. You learned some things tonight and generally just had a fun hangout. So with that, I think I will cue up a song and we will bid everyone adieu. We will be back next Thursday, I believe, unless the Avalanche have a tight playoff game for some reason, in which case I may postpone the show because hockey.
We'll definitely see you tomorrow at Lori's.
Yes, and tomorrow I will be filling in for Lori on the Friday Hang. So I will be your substitute Timo Hot Blonde. So not as good, but it's what you're getting. And we'll have the usual cast of characters on. We'll have the usual entertainment, fun games, kind of oaky, and we'll have people on playing live. So Dom, if you're around, come on and play a song.
Okie dokes.
All right. Well, very good. And of course, we have the whole Friday train. Tomorrow we've got pole vault and sunshine with the weekend warm up, Lori's show, and then the parking lot warrior with Gary, and then we'll finish up the night with Leela's in midnight chill. So everybody hang out and have a good time on Friday, and we'll see you both tomorrow night and next Thursday. So thanks to my guests for being here, James Myers, the Dom Father, Jade Starr, Gary Hubbs, Lori's Mishmash, and of course, Doug Kidder. And let me find the song that I think I wanted to play. Not that one.
Are you guys hanging or are you leaving?
We will absolutely hang for
good night, everybody.
a few moments.
I'm going to go smoke. I'll be right back. Good night, everybody.
All right. And now I'm not finding the song I wanted to find because, of course, I had it queued up. Well, we'll play this one. This is a new one from David Cartret. And I think this was on the show last night. I have no brain. Thomas Christ's music show on every Wednesday, and I checked this one out and I liked it. So this is David Cartret's new one, and this is called The Last Stand. And we will see you all next week, everybody. Be well.
See ya.